Actually,
What's going on, y'all? This is your man Marcus A. Brown, and I'm here to tell y'all that I just got done with my first consultation with the brother Andre of Love Crossing Borders. I just wanted to give him his praises. I need y'all to do two things if you haven't already. If you haven't, subscribe to his YouTube channel, Love Crossing Borders. Also, if you are going to Colombia, if you're thinking of going anywhere, traveling internationally, please consider booking a consultation with the OG Andre of Love Crossing Borders. You will not be disappointed. I'm a fan of the channel, so I booked a 2-hour session just to show support, just to show love and say what's up. He provided a wealth of information, way more than I was even expected. He has an excellent presentation. So I just wanted to let y'all know you will not be disappointed. Book the consultation, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Dre, man, I appreciate you. I will be out in Colombia in 2025 next year, and I look forward to linking up with you. And y'all, get in tune with him if you haven't already. Tell him MAB sent you. Peace.
Where are all the black men? And I'm not talking about the scammers, the drug dealers, the robbers, and the crooks.
well, actually,
Well, actually, they're here with Andre and Andres, Love Crossing Borders. Shout out to all you guys that are here with us. Let's get us some music going. Shout out to all you guys that are here watching Andre and Andres, Love Crossing Borders. Kid you not, we got a good one tonight. We're going to have some fun. We are going to have some fun. A lot of times, individuals other than Richie Mack have ignored the chocolate Asian women that are out there in the world. They don't ever get any love. Shout out to all the Blasians out there. Well, we're going to look at several countries, and we're going to vote tonight on which country has the Asian baddies when it comes to having that brown melanin tan. We got several countries going to be voting over, so you might have to have a pen in hand or have a good memory in regards to each country that we look at, because tonight we're going to be voting on which country that we consider to have those bad Blasian baddies. Shout out to them. We're going to get started in a moment with the shout outs with our brother Tevin King. Tevin King says this. He said, hey, listen, in my opinion, I'll go with numero uno is Cambodia. Then we got the Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand, and then we're going back to Cambodia with it. He said that's his top 5. He said what he said. The man has said what he said. Shout out to you, Tevin. Appreciate you watching live yesterday from Andrea Wallace TV. Shout out to you guys. And I got a couple of Cash App shout outs to give to you guys as well. But let's get started with the intro shout outs. shall we, gentlemen? Such as my man, Poor Man 313.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
Do not play with us, Detroit dudes. You know how we are. You know how we get. Shout out to my boy Style King in the building. Good evening to you, brother. Good evening to you. Que paso, mi amigo? Yes, sir. Salute to you, gentlemen, as well. Salute to you as well. Glad you guys are here. Such as my man David Dice of the Dice family. Appreciate you here. He said someone called Theo. I did send Theo the stream information, so I reached out to him already. Theo was the first person that I reached out to in regards to making sure he had the link to join us and watch this live stream. Shout out to my brother Ronan. Salute to you as well, kind sir. Glad to see that you are here. Good morning to all you guys that are out there in Asia, in all parts of Southeast Asia. Appreciate you guys. We're going to be focusing more on Southeast Asia. Now, we know that there are Malaysian women in China, but there are not that many. We know there are Malaysian women in Japan, but there are not that many. So we know that there are, in other words, we know that there are women of color in these other countries, but it's such a small pool, they don't represent as much as the countries we're going to be focusing on. But these other countries that we focus on have a heritage or a history of a strong African, having a strong African descendants or background or ancestry, as well as their Asian heritage. So we're going to be focusing on those countries. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you being here. Also, let's scroll down. We got my brother Tevin King in the building, as well as he mentioned, Mr. Darkest himself. The Navigator is in the building, gentlemen. The Navigator. Glad to see you here. And he said, I'm voting on Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and the Philippines. Like I said, I get a chance to hit everybody, but I got some good ones. We're going to go through this voting again on another episode anyway. And my man Jay Anderson, the Great, is here. Shout out to you. He said, your boy, Jay Anderson, the Great, is in the building. JATG is here. He said, tapping in from Phoenix, them AZ boys. Shout out to you AZ boys out there. My man, Nazarene of the Way. Shout out to you, brother. Glad to see that you're here as always. He said, I just saw some tyrant pics of women or toxic pic of women. Hope I'm getting it right on SA. Good Lord. Things really just different down there, huh? Yeah, it's different. It's different in South America. That is so true. So true. Oh, Latinos. Oh, I just saw some Latino pics of women. You mean Latinas? That's what threw me off. Latinas. There you go. My man Jay Anderson, the Great, once again, says salute. Yes, sir, guys. Salute to all you guys that are out there. Salute to all of you, gentlemen. Let's go to my man Don, a.k.a. Don, or the Don JP. He said, good evening, Andre and Andrea, chat family. Just finished watching last night's stream. Yes, sir. That just the intro, that hour intro with the guy, the brother that plays basketball in Indonesia that got arrested. And they might be giving him the death penalty for shipping in those cannabis gummy bears. Even I've known for years, you do not bring illegal drugs into other countries. And many countries do have a death penalty. And they've always had it. I've known that about Bali, Indonesia for years. Yes, sir. Shout out to Bobby Space Coast being in the building, checking in once again. Shout out to you, Bob. Xavier Edwards of the Edwards family is in the building, gentlemen. Shout out to you being here. He said, catching one of these lives for the first time. He said, I usually only catch the replay. I'm glad for you, brother. And shout out to my man Raymond Turner of the Turner family. He said, good morning. Good morning to all you brothers over there on the other side of the world. Good morning to you, kind sir, as well as good evening. As he said, got my tickets for the conclave in Vegas. Yes, sir. We're ready. We are ready. He said, I'm looking forward to it. Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys. Meet me there as well as all the other brothers there for the Black Manosphere Conclave next year. Next September 8th, it will be in Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Shout out to Bobby Coltrane once again. Salute to you, brethren. Salute to you. Glad to see that you're here. And Jaquez, my boy, once again, salute to you as well, sir. Salute to you as well. Pullman 313 saying Jay Fleming is in the building. DJ Dean, I do know, is in the building. Say, what up? He said, how you feeling tonight, man? I'm feeling great, man. I'm having a great evening. I'm ready to have some fun with this particular topic. Let me turn this down for a minute. Let me turn this music down for a second. And I'm going to say something that's a little serious, but not too long. I know things are a little tempestuous over the last 15, 16 days in the States. The government shutdown is taking place. They said that if you guys continue on for up to a month, that so many programs such as the SNAP food benefits will be cut. ICE ain't making no money. They just out there wrangling people for and ain't getting a paycheck. Yet they're talking about sending $40 billion to Argentina to help them with their Great Depression that's taking place right now down here in Argentina. So I understand, man. It's crazy. They said that they're having a record number of people coming to banks asking for loans, asking can they defer their car payment about a month or two? Can they defer their mortgage payment for a month or two? People that work for the government but have been, had injuries, and so they're taking that PTO time. They're not getting paid for PTO. So I understand, man. Times are tight there. I kid you not. And so I figured tonight we won't do a serious topic. We'll be a little lighthearted and have some fun tonight. Try to keep your minds off of some of the problems of everyday life back home in the States. Because I already heard Senator Kennedy say, this ain't gonna end till after Thanksgiving. The government officials are already, you got to realize, vacation days. I'm going to pull up the calendar one day so you guys can see. Well, I could pull that up tonight. So you guys will see the vacation days of Congress. You got to know this because the Senate has certain vacation days, and then the House of Representatives have certain vacation days, and then they have certain days when they're together to do the voting. If they aren't together, voting doesn't get done. So I could easily see this skipping on past Thanksgiving, because once Congress is gone for Thanksgiving break, ain't no voting. So I hope they get this resolved before then. But until then, let's just have some fun on this live stream tonight. Let's just have some fun. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to E-Man being in the building. Salute to you as well, kind sir. Salute to you as well. Glad to see you here. I didn't put Guyana in there in the voting this time because I put them in there last time for when we talked about this topic. Shout out to my man D May in the building. He said number one, Ben Bash, Echo, yes sir. Time to get back home to Thailand, yes sir. It's time to get back there. Countdown. He said, "My Asian are bad." Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They are gorgeous. I can say that. I had fun putting this particular episode together. Believe you me. I had fun putting this episode together. Let me make sure I got everybody thus far. We got 36 in the building. Make sure you guys click the like button, inviting others into the live stream. He said, Andre, you got to say it. Like you said, J. TG. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, let me scroll down. I think I got everybody. My man Bobby Coltrane of the Coltrane family, that is, in the year of our Lord, 2025. Bobby says this. He said, Dre, is that information video about Guyana coming along? How's it coming along? Hey, it is coming along great, guys. I really do. It is coming along great. And I'm actually trying to set up some interviews with realtors and people that are over the business structure in Guyana. So I could not only just have information for us, but also have some interviews scheduled for us over the next couple of weeks. So I've been working on this off and on for the last 6 months to 9 months. So it's coming. It's actually at the point where everything is going to come into fruition now as far as the Guyana videos. He said, "Did you see the answer? The answer, Kenny Peoples. There are plenty of different mixtures. Yes, there is. Chinese, Korean, Japanese, Spanish, white, black, Indian, Malaysian. Yes, sir. All of these men have come through here historically." That's a good point. That's a good point. Whether it be by way of military coming through Southeast Asia, or just conquering and colonizing parts of Southeast Asia. But you're right. Every one of these forms of men have come to Southeast Asia, have had an impact on the structure of the people there. Absolutely correct. That's a good point. Grumpy old man in the building. Peace out. Now, this is a good topic. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. You know who I didn't send this to? I did not send this to Richie. Let me send this topic to Richie right now before we get started, gentlemen. And that was one of the first people on my mind. I did not send this to Richie. Let me send this over to him right now. And I know Richie's talking about moving out of Thailand, but I don't know what country he's moving to. I need to reach out to Richie to find out what country he's talking about moving to. Okay, cool. So now I got it sent over to Richie, and I've got it sent over to Theo already. Let me send to Theo again, just in case. Just in case he wants to watch in. Shout out to my brother Theo. And shout out to you guys who are here. This is a great topic. Which Asian countries has the most beautiful brown-skinned women? And you could tell the difference between which one has the tan, which one is dark, and which one in the Asian community has more white or ivy complexion. You can really tell the difference. But before we, without further ado, let's get ready to get started. Let me change the music over. Yes, sir. Andrea brought in a healthy smoothie, sugar-free. Really good. Really good. Let's turn the music down and let's get ready to get started, gentlemen. Let's get ready to get started. We're about to have some fun. Get ready for your votes, gentlemen. We got 6 countries we're looking at. Of course, we could have looked at more, but we got 6 countries we're looking at. Let me know what you guys think. Let me move out of the way. Let's get started. First country looking at, the brown Thai women.
I mean, I am, and that make people think I'm easy. They think they can take me home. They think they can hit me up anytime, and I will be down for whatever they want to like. But the other things about Thai women, like some of them, they look like this, friendly, easy, and everything, but they're not the way you think. But European people, they were like straight. They're not easy. They have their own ego. If is a no, that is a no. But Thai people, they always like, when it's become to know, you don't want to be rude. You want to be like, I want to say no, but I don't want to hurt like the person, so I try to be like a little bit like tricky, like make a way to get like a way out of this situation without making anyone hurt, but that make it like complicated, and men thinks they have chance on like women like this.
Beach days. Y'all been asking, is it dark-skinned Asian women? Women with melanin?
Women with curves. Women with curves, not just melanin.
East side women. I told y'all Asia was working with different flavors of people. What you think? That's a whole lobster crab. What it is?
Well, you're gone and I gotta stay high. Oh.
Come on now. Come on now. Thailand showing up tonight. Right out the gate, Thailand is showing up and showing out. I see what you're doing, Thailand. I see your work.
All the time to keep you off my mind.
I get it how I live it. I live it how I get it. Come the motherfucking digits. I pull it with a lemon. Not cause she ain't living. It's just your eyes get acidic. And this ain't a scrimmage. Motherfucker, we ain't finished. I told you we won't stop. A nigga by the business. Like yours, but you're renting. Wave hello to the top. Nigga, the bay wrong glide. Tell the paparazzi get the lens right. Got the.
I'm gonna put. I like what the brother said about the lady boys. I'm gonna say this to you guys. One of the things that I do when I research the any videos, it takes me a long time for certain videos, like this episode, because I know that the lady boy movement exists. So I purposely go in to that person's account, looks for videos of them as a youth, looks for videos with them with their mom and dad or a sister. I don't post lady boys on this channel. I know some of y'all shell shocked about Thailand and other parts of the world. I got you. Famous for lady boys. Not everybody is on that. Not everybody. There are real women in Thailand, in case you guys don't realize that. So I'm with you, brothers, when it comes to, being careful. Is that a lady boy or not? One of the things I do is a lot of homework behind the scenes. And if I feel like that person is sketchy, I just don't put them in the clip. So just to let you guys feel comfortable as you enjoying these videos, because anytime somebody is ultra attractive these days, men automatically assume that that's a male that had surgery, or that's a male that's a lady boy. I hear dudes say that about very attractive Colombian women. I hear them say that about very attractive Brazilian women. It's sad that men have gotten to the point where we're so shell-shocked that we just can't enjoy the beauty of women without assuming that no woman can be that beautiful. It has to be a man. So just to let you guys know, I've done my homework. So let's enjoy the evening, gentlemen. Let's enjoy the evening. Let's go back to the video. Like I said, Thailand coming right out the gate, showing you the best, giving you all that they got.
Window down, top blown live. Got the hazard on the doom fire. You could catch me, breathe in the new LaFerrari. And the truck behind me got arms. Yeah, longer than LeBron.
Where you from?
Sorry?
Where you from?
I'm from Thailand. Where you from?
America. Can I interview you? Can I interview you?
Yeah. Well, interview about what?
Are you busy?
Not that busy.
Very little to no makeup. Very little to no makeup needed.
But it depends on what
Where y'all about to go?
sorry,
Where you guys going?
going home.
Really?
Yes.
You live in Phuket?
We both just moved to Phuket
From where?
from it's a countryside, probably you don't know it.
What's it called?
Sukhumvit. 2 hours from Bangkok. I'm sorry for saying this, but the truth is that Thai people, they are always racist. Like you can slap me in the face if you say it's a lie because they grew up with it. They think it's a joke that they always take it as a joke that, come on, like it's just a joke, it's nothing serious, because they don't really know what it means. Like even the person who's saying it that you think he's like or she is a racism, they don't really know what they're saying. They don't really think that they are like racist. They don't know what they're doing is racist.
In English, you say hot girl. In Thailand, we say queen sexy. In Philippines, we say maganda.
Dark skin in Thailand is unattractive. Awkward. Having white skin in Thailand is the beauty standard. In the majority of Asia, to be honest, having dark skin symbolises that you're of a lower class and you probably work outside to earn your money. This is the reason why a lot of Thai women go full wacko jacko and powder their faces with God knows how much product to appear lighter, and this is also the reason why a lot of products in the shops that you buy, sun cream, moisturisers, have actual whitening agents inside them. The whiter you are, the richer you are, and the more respected you'll be by society, or something like that. Now, this brings me to the thing that I just don't understand. Thais want to be white. Everyone who's white wants to be tanned. Thais spend money on making themselves lighter, Westerners spend money on making themselves darker. Can't we just be happy? I'm all for people doing what they want to be happy, and if that means bleaching your skin makes you happy, then go for it. It's just a crazy concept to me. It just proves that we always want what we can't have, and it ultimately stems down to what other people think, which is the last thing we should be caring about. Peace.
Hey, beautiful, 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 beautiful angel. Love your imperfections, every anger. Tomorrow comes and goes before you.
What advice can you give for a guy coming to Thailand who wants to have a nice Thai girlfriend? What tip can you give? And your dream job, what is that?
I want to be.
Hello, Sadikap.
Hello, my name is Pinky. I am 19.
And where are you from in Thailand?
No.
But if you can choose somewhere to travel outside of Thailand, where do you like to go?
Chiang Mai.
It's Chiang Mai, yeah?
Yeah, I like Chiang Mai, but I never go there. Yeah, maybe
in the future.
I go, yeah.
And why you think you like Chiang Mai? What do you miss about south of Thailand?
About Thailand,
yeah.
I miss?
From your hometown, for example, the food, your family, like from south of Thailand.
I miss food.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I very miss when my mom cook. I mean, taste my mom when cook for me.
I get it. Do you like to party sometime here in Bangkok?
Not often, just sometime because I don't have free time. Yeah.
Cheesecake. Apple pie. Chocolate chip cookies. Brownies.
Welcome to Darker Skin Representation in Asia. Let's talk about Thai supermodel Yui, Thailand's first supermodel in the 1990s. She became the first Asian face of Chanel, as well as photographed by iconic photographers such as Herb Ritz, as well as making the cover of major magazines such as Vogue. She grew up in the northeast part of Thailand, taking care of water buffalo. Unfortunately, being darker skin is considered low class in Asian culture. Thankfully, Yui was discovered at a local noodle bar for her amazing beauty, and I'm very proud of this representation for darker skin beauty in Thailand. What do you guys think?
Oh my God. Can I sing to you? Yeah. Yours, mine, ours. I could do this for hours.
All right, we went to Thailand. Now we're on our way to the Philippines. To the Philippines. The brown Philippine women. Can you imagine that she is 27 years old? That's one thing I notice about Philippine women, man. They hold their age well. This young lady here is 27. Let me bring that beat back a little bit. 27 years old. Let's go back here. "27. Wow, she looking good. You cannot find a 27-year-old that look like this in the States. You better believe that one."
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
I was about to go to bed, but I saw this comment and I kind of want to get into it. So basically, Philippines beauty standard is someone who has a very fair skin, someone who has a pointy nose, silky straight hair, the total opposite of me. Which is kind of confusing because we Filipinos are naturally tan and some of us are really, really dark. And it's very common for us to have curly hair and some of us even have afros. But why the fuck is our beauty standard the total opposite of what the natural ethnic beauty of a Filipino? And it all started when the Spain and America colonized our country, which created colorism, which is now a systemic issue. Because every single one of us developed some sort of colonial mentality where people who are tan or someone who have dark skin are below from everyone, and they look at us like we're some sort of slave and that we're ugly, so on and so forth. And the ones who have fair skin, the ones that have this Hispanic, Caucasian, Western beauty are like really, really beautiful and that they're above from everyone else and they have this like high social status. Basically what I'm trying to say is the Philippines beauty standard is the byproduct of colonialism. And some of us are really eager or even desperate to whiten our skin and to make our nose a lot more smaller and pointy. And
Dati sinasabi nila, black is beauty. Guys, ngayon sa panahon ngayon, hindi na uso yung black is...
Look at this cream that they're putting on in the Philippines and other parts of the world. Trying to lighten themselves. Because the white man told them to. Because the Spaniard came, the European came, the American came, and convinced them that they weren't good enough. That's the part probably that gets me the most about colorism. How people on these other continents fall for that shit. How the Chinese have fell for it, the Japanese have fell for it, people in South America has fallen for it, people in Asia, even some people in Africa literally believe that white is right. They actually believe life gets better if you lighten your complexion, as if you're gonna get a pot of gold at the end of a white rainbow. That's how much propaganda these people have been sold, not by whites anymore. I'll say that again. This is how much propaganda has been sold, not by whites anymore, by their own family members. You got people in DR telling their offspring, marry a white man to whiten up the race. You got people in Brazil saying the same thing. Marry a white man to whiten up the race, as if economically that's going to help the family. As if wars don't come to countries with white people. As if diseases don't come to countries full of white people. As if dire straits, family loss of loved ones, wars upon wars don't happen in the countries as long as you white. White people go through the same hell and high water that many of us go through. If they drop a nuclear weapon on any of our countries, that nuclear weapon don't care nothing about what color we are. And to sit back and see stuff like this, it's a shame. It's a shame.
Beauty in the Philippines, where you see all the girls use whitening products to make themselves white or fair. It's only when I came here in the United States where I really appreciate my tan skin, because the ladies here in the United States, they want to have tan skin. Well, luckily I have a natural skin tone, so I don't need a tan. Here's my brown skin, and I love it. I think being tan, like Filipinas' natural tan skin, is beautiful.
For me, I love to tan. I love to lie down on the beach and sunbathe. Even though people will tell me like not to sunbathe because I will get darker, that is the point. I'm sunbathing. I want to.
Now that's what you call natural beauty. Not a bunch of cake up, not a bunch of makeup. Shout out to my man AMSM in the building. We've already looked at Thailand. Now we're looking at the Philippines.
I get even more tan. Girl.
Darker skin is not beautiful. I do not agree with this. As I grew up, I learned to just love the skin that I'm in and to just appreciate the beauty that I have. When I traveled to France, people really liked my skin color. They would always say that, "Damn, I wish like I could get like your tan." People just like what they don't have.
Embracing your natural beauty is a true testament that God doesn't make mistakes. The truth will set you free, so continue to live your truth and continue to be free. Passport Bros.
Beautiful.
Yeah, me?
Yes, you.
Stop. No. Look at the baby.
You're so cute. Beautiful hair.
Thank you.
And face.
Yeah, you too. Sobrang gandang. I really love your skin. It's like morena, diba? Morena is so beautiful for me.
Yes.
So beautiful.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm proud to be
morena. Yeah. Me too. You should be very proud. Did you hear that, guys? She's very.
It's amazing how much Spanish you can see the Spanish or hear the Spanish influence in their linguistics with the morena. This goes to show you how small the world actually is. Yeah, I love chicks that wear a little bit of makeup. That's it too, Grumpy. I'm the same way, brother.
Very proud to be morena.
Body's home, Halle Berry or Hallelujah. Pick your poison, tell me what you do. Everybody
We are still in the Philippines.
But the one in front of the gun.
Pilito na madrugada nung Luzon, ibili sa kulari sinang.
Lingong babae, papapa. Did she know the how to doggy malala? Hanggang kamagan.
The one thing that I can say that I do like about Asia also is that women of color come in so many complexions and so many hairstyles, so many different looks. It's not just one type of woman. If you want a woman that has a tan or melanin in her blood or in her skin, in other words, there is diversity in Asia.
Wherever I want, I do whatever I want. I'm kind of the money for fun. You know, popping
which is one of the many groups of Africans that migrated to many parts of Asia some 20,000 to 70,000 years ago. Now, Aidas are one of the Negrito tribes of the Philippines. They're called Negritos, which literally translates to little Negro or little black person.
Sorry if you don't mind if I told Negro is a big one, then a taller one, than a Negrito. We call that Negrito.
They would love us there in the Philippines?
Because it's a thing there where if you're dark, then we don't want you. Get really dark, especially in the sun.
Well, to us, you have crisp caramel. Your skin is beautiful. Your skin is something that we seek after in our nation.
Well, in my nation, it's not.
So if we go there a little bit paler, those
Then-
We gotta go to the Philippines.
Parece que hoy me gustas un poco más.
Okay.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
So nice to meet you. You said we should go and get a room.
Got a sweet Asian chick, she gon' love me.
You know me.
You know me.
All my ladies. All my ladies, wind to the left, sway to the right, drop it down low and take it back high. Bitch, I don't need introduction. Follow my simple instructions.
Zai, nakaka-morena nga panit the red Zai. Ang tago siki Zai. Kaya kinaham na sa mga fam. Charis! Bitaw, that's a very expensive skin for foreigners. So, ayaw din yung tawag ko siki. Ilabay, ugda-ubi na yung mga whitening products. Kaya magpamatid ang mga afa makakita sa imuhang panit.
Girl, who remembers this? Who remembers this?
And these were actually, as she's going to describe, these were actually television shows with blackface in the Philippines. Actual television shows.
Eto pa, another one. I cannot be the only one who remembers this kind of shows in the Philippines. Low-key, before, like in my childhood, that was their vibe. All the time, yung before, yung ugly version is the dark, curly-haired, o kaya naman laging nabubuli, tas always struggle. That was the representation I have been seeing growing up, and honestly, it didn't feel good. Low-key, I internalized it. Like, growing up, I kind of believed inside of me that I'm not attractive enough. So I tried to tone it down. Like, tinatry ko mag-blend in with my hair, always nakatie. Because that's what everyone is saying. I compensated. Like, I need to do well academically. Kasi nga, physically, I'm not attractive anymore.
On our way to number 3. Número 3. The Cambodian women. A lot of brothers don't know about them sisters in Cambodia. My man Ronan says this. He said, Andre love crossing borders. He said the Philippines represent Miss Universe. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I caught that. I came across that too. Representative Miss Universe was mixed black. I did know that. And Filipina a few years ago. I came across that today. Yes, sir. Salute to her, as well as salute to my brother T-Mac being in the building as well. Glad to see you're here. Let me show some love to the brothers over on the Cash App. Shout out to my brother Tevin Washington with the $20 love, as well as Blade Runner yesterday, and Jaquez with the $5 love apiece. Appreciate you, brothers. Appreciate you, brothers. Let's continue on. Now we got 6 countries we're looking at. We've already looked at Thailand. We've already looked at the Philippines. I got a question. This been on my mind. For all you guys that have been out to Thailand, I haven't been out there. So I'm going to ask this question, and I'm serious. This is a serious question. So you can put in the comment whether you, there's not an agree or disagree question. It's just me being inquisitive. All I hear from dudes that talk about Thailand that have either been there or even not been there. Look out for the lady boys, right? Or that could be a lady boy, or that person is a lady boy. For those that have been out there, do you come across lady boys with the velocity that most men continue to warn you about? We know that they exist, but if it's up to how dudes talk, you think if you got 10 women in Thailand, 6 of them are lady boys. That's how y'all talk. If you got 10 women in Thailand, 6 of them are lady boys. I could see maybe 2 or 3. But y'all act as if, and I'm serious, that's why I'm asking. This is why I'm asking. For those that have either been out there I'm not talking to you guys that haven't been out there and you just give your commentary, you just repeating what you heard somebody else say. I got enough sense to not assume like I know. I have enough sense to ask. So is it as many lady boys as dudes be talking, or is it not as many, but it's just something that's promoted a lot more as if it's more than what it is? Let me know what you guys have to say. And I'm serious. Like I said, it's not a Andre is right or Andre is wrong. I'm just trying to find out. I didn't get a chance to do Indonesia. Indonesia's going to be on the next one. That's a hint. But I want to hear. My man T-Mac says some of those lady boys look better than some of the women, and I've seen that. I've seen that footage. But is it the volume? That's what I'm talking about. Because dudes promote it as if, like, I'm gonna say this. Y'all promote it as if 8 out of 10 women are lady boys. Y'all talk about lady. That's all y'all talk. That's all I hear white dudes talk about on social media. Whenever I see something that has to do with Thailand, black dudes say the same thing. So is the volume as y'all say it is? Is it that high to where 8 out of 10 women are lady boys? The way y'all act, I kid you not. The way y'all talk about lady boys, y'all will talk about a lady boy before y'all talk about a regular woman in Thailand all day long. Y'all will not talk about a regular woman. The first thing come out y'all mouth is a lady boy. So is it that volume, that amount of men that are women in Thailand, or is it just something that's kind of like hyper focused on, and when you get there you find out, oh man, it's just a group of lady boys. It ain't that many. It might be 2 out of 10, not 6 out of 10, how these guys act. So I'm gonna go to the comment section, and I'm serious. Like I said, I don't know since I haven't been there, but I'm getting tired of hearing dudes talk about lady boys that either haven't been there like me, don't know what they're talking about, and they're just repeating stuff. So I got enough sense to ask and not assume. So if it's a lot more, now I know. But if it's a lot less and dudes are just hyper focused on it, you know, if you buy a yellow car, all of a sudden you start seeing yellow cars everywhere. If you buy a green car, you start seeing green cars. I think that's what it is in Thailand with the lady boys, but I want to be sure. I think guys are so hyper focused on it, they make it seem like it's more than what it is when it comes to ratio. So let me go to the comment section. And I'm, like I said, right now, this is a learning moment for me. Shout out to you, brothers. My man Thriller in the building. He said, I couldn't wait for this episode. Yes, sir. He said, I'm definitely curious about melanin Asians. Yes, sir. Shout out to you, brother, for being here, Dad. My man John C. He said, no, it's not like that. It also depends on where you hang out. Now, that is the rebuttal that I hear that most guys that have been there or lived there give. They say the lady boy section, you know it. You aren't tricked. You knew what street you were walking down. You knew what area of town you were on. So when dudes holler late, this is what the guys have said to me. When dudes holler lady boys, it ain't like it's 5 women and then it's like 3 lady boys blended off in there. They say, no, you know what side of town that, or side of the country or side of a city that you're going to see a majority of lady boys. It's not a coincidence. That's what the guys were saying to me. And John C., I think you kind of confirmed that for me, that it depends on where you hang out. Ronan says, he said, no, been there a few, he said a few far in between. He said a far in between. He said they stay in certain, thank you very much, Ronan. Now you confirmed what I already heard. They stay in certain areas. Andrea and Andrea love crossing borders. He said lady boys are not the majority here, but that's how men speak about it. That's why I stopped the show to ask, because I'm so kind of like not knowing. I'm not saying, I don't want to say I'm frustrated, but I'm kind of like, every time somebody talks about Thailand, it's always somebody in the comment section want to run and say lady boys. Or when somebody, when I'm on TikTok, I see dudes say, watch out for the lady boys. Or when I see, you know, I'm constantly hearing dudes say lady boys when it comes to Thailand. And I'm like, wait a minute, is it that many? Or is dudes just talking to me, or they just repeating something that they heard somebody else say? Because the people that have been to Thailand, I never hear them talk about ladyboys. The only people that talk about ladyboys is usually the dudes that ain't been there. And I'm noticing that. The dudes that have not been to Thailand talk about ladyboys in the comment section on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, so forth, more than the dudes that have been to Thailand that I know that are there. And so I just want to ask to confirm. So it depends on what Esco says this. Shout to Esco in the building. He said, well, I've never been to Thailand. Based on what I've heard, ladyboys aren't allowed to deceive you into thinking they're women. Cats believe that the ladyboys will act like trans folks here. I can understand that. Nazarene says this. Shout to Nazarene once again. He says some of the dudes in the travel community be into it and hiding it. That I've known for years. That I have is brothers too. Don't just think it's white boys out there messing with them boys. Brothers too. It's brothers that's going down there. And them dudes are still dudes. They ain't got no strap on. Ain't no strap on. They using your man. They using manhood on men. Dudes flying 8,000 miles to get to Thailand. To take that. It's a lot of brothers down there, man, that's into that. So, yeah. Now, that one I've heard. Charles says this. Shout out to Charles in the building. He said, I was there in April. He said they usually hang out in certain areas. And thank you, gentlemen. I just want to confirm that part. So when you dudes, from now that we've began to clear the ice and you guys are giving me some commentary. So from now on this channel, when I hear dudes hollering about ladyboys, that must mean that y'all been in ladyboy areas to know about ladyboys. Because these gentlemen all have confirmed and said the only way you don't gonna know about some ladyboys, you got your ass over there in ladyboy areas of town. You ain't just happenstance walk up on no ladyboy in the grocery store. You ain't happen to walk up on a ladyboy in 7-Eleven. No, you had your little black ass on that side of town. That's come you know about them ladyboys. And that's why you talk the way you talk about ladyboys. Or you ain't never been there. And you just repeating something that you heard somebody else say. I'm so glad I asked you guys. And I mean it. I mean it sincerely. I'm so glad that I was man enough to ask you guys first. And I have never said any ladyboy jokes on this channel. We have never assumed things about ladyboys. We've never did ladyboy videos. The reason why, because I've never been there. I don't know. And it's my job to learn from you guys who have traveled or either live in those areas. And not for me to repeat some shit that I heard somebody else said and I ain't never been to Thailand or the Philippines. So all you dudes that's out there repeating stuff, why don't you repeat what these men are saying? Could you do that? All you dudes that want to repeat something about the ladyboys, can you repeat? Can you do us a favor from now on? We want you to repeat because you're going to run off at the mouth anyway. So could you do us all a favor? All you dudes that don't want to repeat something about ladyboys, could you repeat what all these men have said? You have to, 9 times out of 10, you got to go to their area of town to see that amount of volume of ladyboys. But for the most part, you ain't gonna run across them unless you got your, and that's in most cities in the world. That's in most cities in the world that the LGBTQ may have their own little section. So let's not repeat what we keep hearing. Let me continue to scroll down. John C. said, if you ask them, are you a lady boy? They will tell you. He says, Esco says this. He said, trans folks in America don't want to reveal their so-called gender. That's the other thing too. Thank you, big brother in life. They're hyper focused. You see a yellow car, you bought a yellow car, and now all of a sudden you see yellow cars that you never noticed before. I agree with that too. That says this. He said, also, I remember when my co-worker and I were going to Brazil. He said they mostly Anglos or Latinos. He said consistently told me, watch out for ladyboys in Brazil. He said, I'm like, that's y'all focus on them. He said, that's y'all focus on that country, or that's y'all focus on that country. Yeah. Well, that's y'all focus on that country. I think you put it in a question form. So there are pockets of LGBTQ in every country. Transgender everywhere. But Thailand somehow, some way has become ultra famous because these women know, or these men know how to pull off looking as good or even better than some women. And I think the rise of the ladyboy movement is, I kid you not, me personally, from talking to the guys over the last 10 years that go there, every one of them that I noticed that talk about it are the dudes that go off into those areas. And I'm talking about these brothers got stories about some of their closest friends, because Thai women talk, and they will tell, my boys were saying, they may not ever go to the LGBTQ area of town, the ladyboy side of town, but their girlfriends or their pay-for-play friends are friends with the lady boys. So they snitch to my dudes about dudes that they know that go on that side of town. So if you think that you're a brother and you going to Thailand and don't nobody know that you going to the ladyboy side of town, I promise you, if I know about you and I ain't never been there, can you imagine how many brothers on the side of town with regular women know that you've been over there? I don't care how many gold chains you wear. I don't care how many pair of Jordans you wear and how much you want to be a tough guy. And I'm from New York. They know that you over there messing with them lady boys, even though you think that everybody else don't know that you're inside of town. Take that, take that. Take that, take that, take that. Take that, take that. He said, not the crime, not the sexy women, not even the beaches, but first reaction, lady boy. I never understood that. I never understood that. I mean, all throughout the comments, when I was doing research for this video, all throughout the comments, lady boys, lady boys, lady boys, lady boys, lady boys, lady boys. And I'm thinking, so I'm like, wait a minute. Don't assume anything Andre asked. Don't assume Andre asked first. So I figured on this episode, I will open up my mouth and ask, and don't run off at my mouth and assume that the velocity or the ratio of lady boys is larger than what dudes are saying, because a lot of times dudes be saying stuff, just repeating some shit that they heard somebody else said. Shout out to Black Nubian in the building. He said probably the same ratio of lady boys in major U.S. cities. I was thinking that too. Charles said this. I was just thinking also, Black Nubian, another thing is the lady boys in America, they easy to see because they usually, us American dudes, we all like this. See what I'm saying? Strong jawlines. Most of us 5'9", 5'10", 6 feet, 6'1". You see LGBTQ walking around, they be 6'6" in the United States. Of course you gonna know that's a dude. But in Thailand, a dude can be 5'7", 5'5". So y'all feeling like, man, she fooled me. I thought that was a dude. But from what I'm hearing in the comment section, you didn't get fooled. You took your butt over to the side of town you ain't had no business going to. That's why you know about lady boys. Let's be real. You took your butt over there to the side of town that you know you ain't had no business being in. And that's why you know about lady boys. Or you just repeating something you heard somebody else said and you ain't never been to Thailand. Like me. My man Charles says this. He said, also, if you happen to run into one, they will let you know that they are a lady boy. They do not want the smoke. And so therefore, for all you dudes that's hollering lady, this is the other part, because they do say, watch out for them lady boys, as if the lady boys are trying to fool these guys. So any of you dudes that know of somebody that messed with, that came across lady boys, and the dude told them, listen, I'm a dude, and y'all still mess with them, that's on y'all. So y'all gotta stop selling this ladyboy thing as if they're surprising or hide. Gotcha. Get you back to your Airbnb. Gotcha. I'm a man. Gotcha. If you get that ladyboy back to your Airbnb, you knew that was a ladyboy because that dude told you when you walked up on him, hey, player, I'm a man. So do you still want this? And if you got him back to your Airbnb, and he run up in you deep, he pull a Diddy move on you. He reach in his purse and pull out the baby oil. Don't pretend like you didn't want the baby oil. I'm gonna say that again. If you in Thailand and you come across a ladyboy, based off of all what these gentlemen said, you gotta go to that area. And if you do run into one, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna tell you, hey, bro, I'm a dude. And you still take them back to your Airbnb, don't act brand new when he pull out the baby oil. Because that's what you wanted. You wanted the baby oil. Some of us need to be quiet about certain things because you're telling on yourself. All you do is talking about lady boys, you're telling on yourself, player. Player, you're telling on yourself. Take that, take that. Take that, take that. You tell if it were me, I would shut my mouth about lady boys. Because based off of what these gentlemen have said, the only way you're gonna know about them is if you got your ass on their side of town, messing around in that lady boy side of town. And when the dude tell you he a lady boy and you still taking them back to the Airbnb, take that, take that. Can't stop, won't stop. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no. He gonna be inside you singing, I got to keep on moving. He gonna be inside you singing. And you did it on purpose. So you dudes that keep talking about lady boys, I have a high recommendation for you. You need to shut up because you telling on yourself. You either telling that you ain't never been to Thailand and you just repeating some shit, or you have been to Thailand and you know about them lady boys. If I were you, I would shut the hell up because you telling all your business, bruh. Bruh, y'all brothers telling all y'all business. Every time y'all open up and go into somebody's comments, talk about some lady boys, open up your mouth about some lady boys. Either you telling that you ain't never been to Thailand, you don't know what the hell you talking about, or you been to Thailand and you know what you talking about. And if you know what you're talking about, I recommend you keep that to yourself. Nobody need to know about all your ladyboy excursions. Nobody needs to know about the best journeys you've had in Thailand with the lady boys. We don't. Some of y'all need to just. I'm telling you, telling on yourselves, fellas. You telling on yourselves based off the information that all these men shared. You telling on yourselves, talking too much. That's why I asked first. I didn't assume. And I didn't sit back and say, yeah, they got a bunch of lady boys. How you know, Dre? You ain't never been there. Well, I heard. You heard what, Dre? What you hear, Dre? See, I know, hey, I might talk a lot, but guess what? I know what to do even more than talk a lot. Y'all ready? I talk a lot. Guess what I do more than talk? I shut the fuck up more than I talk. Y'all hear me talk for 4 hours a day. Guess what I do more than that? I know when, where, how to shut the fuck up if I don't know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all don't know how to do that. And y'all don't be on the mic for 4 hours a day. Y'all better learn how to shut up and keep your business to yourself. Talk about lady boys. That's why I paused the show, because I'm tired of hearing dudes saying it. And I said, well, let me ask. Let me be sure and ask. Let me shut the fuck up and ask. Now the men have told me, and everybody's kind of like corroborating and confirming the stories that I already heard, even though I hadn't said anything. You guys confirmed all the stories that I heard about. There are certain sections of town, they will let you know that they're a lady boy. So all you do that knew that was a lady boy and you took him back, and you knew he was gonna pull that baby oil out of his purse, you telling your business, bro. Nobody need to know that you take that. Nobody need to know all that. Y'all better shut up talking about lady boys, putting all your business out there. Ain't nobody gonna slow. He just got his palm on your back, talking about ain't nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. He just ratting you in Thailand. Of course, you know it's a bunch of lady boys. Ain't nobody gonna stop in my stride. Ain't nobody gonna slow me down. You telling on yourself, bruh. I suggest you shut the hell up. I really do. All y'all dudes that be talking about lady boys, do not. I'm talking about from now on, with cameras off. If you ain't never been to Thailand, shut your damn mouth about lady boys. That's like talk about the LGBTQ in Atlanta, and your black ass ain't never been to Atlanta. Atlanta got some of the finest black sisters you can run through Atlanta. Atlanta got some of the baddest Asian sisters and Latin sisters in the United States. You ain't never got to run across no LGBTQ in Atlanta if you don't want to. It's too many fine sisters with money, Latin sisters and Asian sisters with money. Man, you will run through some, man, you'll run across LGBTQ, man, like if you're on a bus or something, or if you're just walking down the street in the mall or something, but you can live in Atlanta and dang near not run across LGBTQ like you guys claim that you do. And I know quite a bit about the A. If you ain't never been to Atlanta, you can't be talking about on LGBTQ in Atlanta. Same thing about Thailand. Let's be quiet about stuff that we don't know nothing about for real. I'm serious. I'm not defending LGBTQ. I'm saying that, guys, we got to move a lot smarter. And wisdom says, let me learn from my brothers that have been there or are there, instead of just repeating shit that I heard from somebody else. Seriously. He said, what Ronan said is what I'm constantly told by Thai, moved by the Americans recently, and those online who ever been. He says some clubs won't even allow lady boys working in them. I didn't know either. I'm glad that you mentioned that. I did not know that. He said a lot of these guys who hyper focused on that our sugar sausage on the low. That's true. He ain't lying. Now those stories I've heard. See, I'm in an Asian WhatsApp group, and I've been in that group for years. And them brothers be telling the stories about how they be finding out how you brothers. I know white boys be doing it, but we ain't talking about the white brothers right now. We talking about you brothers. And a lot of brothers be going down there getting their ditty on. They be flying all the way to the other side of Asia, and they ain't looking for none of these chocolate women that we talking about tonight. They looking for them lady boys to get their ditty on. Take that. They want somebody to put put their palm on their lower back. You flying all the way to Asia? Somebody can put his palm on your lower back, bruh? No? Then stop talking about it. Stop talking about lady boys if that ain't your world. I'm serious. If that ain't your world, why you talking about it? That's like me being a married man. I'm sitting over here in Colombia and I'm talking about LGBTQ in Atlanta, and I don't know nothing about LGBTQ in Atlanta, DC, Detroit, San Francisco. I don't know about LGBTQ in none of them cities. But I'm just constantly, every time them cities come up, yeah, you don't want to go DC, LGBTQ. You don't want to go to Atlanta, LGBTQ. You don't want to go to San Francisco, LGBTQ. Like, what? If I talked like that, y'all be like, Dre, what the hell are you talking about? Why are you talking about our city like that? When I heard San Francisco, what I heard DC, what I heard Detroit, what I heard about. Well, Dre, have you ever lived in them cities? You ever visited them? You ever been in the LGBTQ area of DC or Atlanta or Detroit? Or you ain't never been there? Then why are you talking about that, Dre? What's wrong with you? What's going on in your mind, Dre? Where every time somebody say San Francisco, you on LGBT. Every time somebody say Detroit, you on. What's going on, Dre? What's the matter, bro? What you not telling us, Dre? What you not telling us? That's how y'all sound. If every time somebody say Thailand, y'all bring up a community of people that you don't even F with anyway. Unless you do F with them. And we just don't know. And that's why I say in the comment section, some of you dudes that was talking about lady boys earlier, I highly recommend that you shut your mouth because you're telling your business. You're telling your business, player. You better keep quiet for real. My man Nazarene says this. He said, you got to go look for them. He said, so dudes hyper fixated on it. And he said, fixated online. That's why I be suspicious. If they either only know Thailand from the movies or are into it and are hiding it. Absolutely correct. D-May says this. It's a small group. It's a small group. I'm going to come to the super chat real quick and then come back to the comments. Shout out to my man 40 in the building. My dude. He say, which one has the most beautiful brown skinned women? We were on that journey, but we had to pause for a public service announcement. I had to learn something. He said, as long as we have access to the options, he say, love Andre. And I know you love Andre as well. Shout out to you, brother. And shout out to my man Black Nubia and them Canadian brothers at it again.
I told this guy where I was from. He said, oh, Canada.
Shout out to you being here. Let me scroll back down to the brothers. Scroll back down. Shout out to all you guys that are here that came through. And thank you. I want to say, first of all, yes, sir. He's like, stop it, bro. I knew Esco was going to say that. Dude got a palm on his back. Got the palm on his back. He going down to Thailand just so he can have another man put his palm on the back of the lower vertebrae. On his lower vertebrae. Shout out to my man. Something told me. Hey, here we go. I'm about to drop a link. Hey, Aaron, man, if you ain't busy, man, something told me to reach out to you too for this particular topic. Let me see if yeah, there we go. If you're not busy, Aaron, man, you can come up here and be a judge with me. something told me to reach out to you, man. I was like, man, this would be a good one for me and Aaron to do. But I didn't know if you was doing a show tonight. This morning. He said, lady boys are really a non-factor. That's been the white boys. He said, Arabs messing with them lady boys. Okay, there we go. We got confirmation. I know that some brothers do, but I do know a lot of white boys, white brothers. I didn't know about the Arabs. Now, that I didn't know. See, I'm learning tonight, man. I'm here to learn. He said, I reside in Atlanta. He said, you have to go to certain places, to see the gay men here too. But dudes will try to generalize the A, generalize San Francisco, generalize Detroit, generalize DC in other cities as if it's just the majority, and generalize Thailand. And I just want to stop and ask. He said, as for this topic, he said, I can tell you exactly where to go for brown skinned Asians. We're judging 6 cities tonight. 6 countries, 6 countries tonight. We already did I don't know if you were here. We already did Thailand. We've already done the Philippines, and now we're in the middle of Cambodia. Shout out to T-Bag. T-Bag, he said, I was told that they can't legally deceive you in Thailand. I can understand that. he said when Diddy asked for that part, Andre, he said they didn't tell him no, for real. Seriously. You can't tell him no. You can't tell him no. Seriously. Oh, man.
Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We have established this as a place of truth. We get into the truth tonight. Shout out to 84 people in the building. We about to get back to the videos, guys. He said, I'm just for black men to be happy without causing loss, injury, or harm. Absolutely correct, brother. He said for them not to get into trouble. He said, but these lying ass closet Negroes, I do not like them. Double whammy for me. Absolutely correct. Shout out to my man Rendoof 22 is in the building as well. Glad you said, and Malwood, shout out to you. I know y'all get y'all laugh off for it. With the palm on the back, the baby oil, take that. The palm on the back of your vertebrae. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I dropped the link. And we're gonna, you know what? We're gonna start from scratch. If Aaron, if you got time to come up, we're just gonna start from scratch with because we hadn't gone far. We only went to the first couple of countries. So we're gonna go back to Thailand, back to the Philippines, and then we'll continue on from Cambodia. So we'll just start from all you guys that weren't here earlier. You get a chance to see it from the beginning because we didn't get too far anyway. Right. Yeah, right. Like Riley in the Boondocks. For real. Oh my goodness. Shout out to my man Cam in the building. He said a lot of them already got info on places to go there. So they know. Yep. Gangstalicious. Thug in love. Y'all be going to Thailand with the thug in love. The thug in love. Thug in love. Oh man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to you, Zeta, being in the building. Let me scroll down, man. Let me scroll down. You guys, he said, oh, dudes and lady boys. He said, yeah, a bunch of these guys haven't been to Thailand and they're just going off of what they heard. Never been to Thailand. That's why I asked. That's why I knew to shut my mouth. And that's why I was sitting back thinking about with this particular topic. I was thinking about Aaron. When I was putting it together, I thought about 3 people. I thought about Theo, Richie Mack, and Aaron, Passport Bros. While I was putting all this together, because I knew we was gonna have a fun night. Yeah, dudes be wanting to feel the sensation of another man's palm on the back of their vertebrae. That's why they be going. That's why they be. Shout out to man Big Guap in the building. That's why they be going to know about the ladies' boys section. Because they be wanting to feel the palm of another man's hand on the back of their vertebrae. He said, I just tuned in. This must be the weirdest moment I've ever hit the Dre Snipe Street. For real, man. Serious. That is serious. Let me drop that link one more time for my man Aaron. Shout out to my man. Shout out to Roy being here. He said, evening, gents. He said, looks like that I came in at the right time. The right time or the wrong time. My man El Patron is in the building, yes, sir. And he said, for sure, T-Mac. He said, I figured there must be, Andre, stop playing. Put your glasses on. There must be a good reason behind it. Just a funny moment to enter. Yep, that was a funny moment to enter. Let me clean these glasses off. Now I can finally see. I'm gonna quit pretending like I ain't getting older. Quit pretending, Dre. Yes, sir. Yeah, no Diddy. Pause, no Diddy. Yes, sir. My man Zadie said, yeah, he said, I heard some of the stories of brothers knowing that person or he was a lady boy and still took them back. Yep. Take them and take some of them dudes funny. Yep. Some of them dudes funny, man. Yeah, I've heard the stories. I've heard the stories for years. I didn't know about it, though. I won't even lie. Now I can see. Atlanta Midtown. See? Yep. Yeah, I did know that about that area of Atlanta. I did know about that. I've been down there so many times visiting family and friends. He said they might be in the closet in the dark. In the closet, yep. Shout out to my man Real CP in the building. He said I just relayed that too. He said that black guy that was proud to get lady boys on the channel that he had when he was in Thailand. Crazy. Let me scroll down a little further. Y'all laughing at your boy. Glad to see you guys are here. Shout out to Class 7 Tory. He said, I'm taking a break from studies. Thanks, Andre. He said, thanks, Andre. He said, it's nice to have something to laugh about. Yes, sir. Like I was saying, with the government shutdown that's taking place in the States, I know times are tight and it's just kind of difficult for many individuals in the United States. I do keep you all in prayer. They say that the government shutdown is supposed to go past Thanksgiving. Seriously. They interviewed Senator Kennedy and they said it's supposed to go past Thanksgiving. This is crazy. Salute to Class 7. Yes, sir, gentlemen. Salute to Class 7. Yeah. Yep, past Thanksgiving. Yes, sir. Let's get back to the video. We're gonna bring this beat back. We're gonna bring it all the way back to the beginning. Our first country is Thailand. When Aaron comes up, he'll be able to kind of like co-judge with me.
I mean, I am, and that make people think I'm easy. They think they can take me home. They think they can hit me up anytime, and I will be down for whatever they want to like.
Her tan is just beautiful. Her skin, face, that is one beautiful woman.
But the other things about Thai women, like some of them, they looks like this, friendly, easy, and everything, but they're not the way you think. But European people, they were like straight. They're not easy. They have their own ego. If is a no, that is a no. But Thai people, they always like, when it's become to no, you don't want to be rude. You want to be like, I want to say no, but I don't want to hurt like the person, so I try to be like a little bit like tricky, like make a way to get like a way out of this situation without making anyone hurt, but that make it like complicated, and men thinks they have chance on like women like that.
Beach days. Y'all been asking, is it dark-skinned Asian women, women with melanin, East Side women? I told y'all Asia was working with different flavors of people. What you think? That's a whole lobster crab. What it is?
Well, you're gone and I gotta stay high all the time to keep you off my mind. I get it, I live it. I live it how I get it. Come the motherfucking digits. I pull it with a lemon. Not cause she ain't living. It's just your eyes get acidic. And this ain't a scrimmage. Motherfucker, we ain't finished. I told you we won't stop. A nigga by the business. Like yours.
Shout out to the women with the collarbones. Shout out to the women with the collarbones. I know it's a rare sighting in the States to see collarbones these days. I know it's a rare sighting to see a woman in the States with a collarbone. See them with a chicken bone, a neck bone, but no collarbones in the States.
But you renting. Wave it low to the top. Nigga, the bay wrong glide. Tell the paparazzi get the lens right. Got the window down, top blown live. Got the hazard on the doom fire. You could catch me, read in the new La Ferrari. And the truck behind me got on. Yeah, longer than LeBron.
Where you from?
Sorry?
Where you from?
I'm from Thailand.
Okay. America. Can I interview you? Can I interview you?
Yeah. Well, interview about what?
Are you busy?
Not that busy, but it depends on what interview.
Where y'all about to go?
Sorry?
Where you guys going?
Going home.
Really?
Yeah.
You live in Phuket?
We both just moved to Phuket.
From where?
From the countryside, probably, you know.
What's it called?
Siphanduli. 2 hours from Bangkok.
I'm sorry for saying this, but the truth is that Thai people, they are always racist. Like, you can slap me in the face if you say it's a lie, because they grew up with it.
Yeah.
They think it's a joke, that they always take it as a joke, that come on, like, it's just a joke, it's nothing serious, because they don't really know what it means. Like, even the person who's saying it, that you think he is like, or she is a racism, don't really know what they're saying. They don't.
Before she goes any further, let me bring up my man, Aaron. It's the Passport Bros himself.
What's good? What's good, Dre?
Shout out to you, brother.
What's good? What's good? Man, fish my shirt. What's good, brother?
Loving the work
Long
that you're
time no
doing out
see. Hear
there.
from, brother. How's everything with you?
Pretty good, BMT. Pretty good. Cannot complain at all, man. How things going out there with you? You going on about a year, aren't you?
Yeah, man. Everything is lovely, brother. Everything is lovely, you know. In the land of smiles, everything is great, bro. Everything is great. Beautiful.
Okay, let me get your commentary on women that are brown or have complexions out in Thailand, or just natural born tans. Is there a, and I don't just say Thailand, because you've been all over Southeast Asia. Mm-hmm. Let me get your favorite location. We got 6 locations we're going to be talking about tonight. We're going to be looking at tonight. So we're looking at Thailand tonight. We're looking at Philippines. We're looking at Cambodia. We're doing Vietnam, Southern Asia, and Malaysia. So you want to wait to the end to give your commentary?
Boy, I haven't been to, the only places I've really been is Thailand and Malaysia and Laos. So I haven't, no, I'm sorry. I've been to Thailand, Cambodia, and Laos. So I haven't been to Malaysia yet. I'll be going to Malaysia in a couple of months, actually, with my girl. So, but yeah, I just, Southeast Asia, man, it's very interesting, because the truth is that a lot of Southeast Asians are actually brown skinned, right? They just bleach
I was
like a
about to ask you that. Yeah.
they just bleach.
That's exactly
Because it's more like it's a different form of, it's not racism like that the racism that we know, that we're familiar with. It's not that. It's more so like kind of like a classism, because they discriminate against their own dark-skinned people. And if you want like a good job in corporate, in the corporate area, then you have to be of lighter skin. I've never seen a dark-skinned Asian with a job inside. They all got jobs outside in construction, delivery, stuff like that. So a lot of them will bleach their skin, stay out the sun, so they can have access to those type of jobs where you're going to be inside.
Let me ask you this, because that's the same thing. Shout out to T-Mac for the $10 love on the Cash App, as well as his comment. He said bleaching skin is classism about dark-skinned people. Yep, he said the same thing, work outside. Let me ask you this. And T-Mac, I want to hear what you have to say about this too. I noticed the same thing is parallel in South America. You don't see too many people that are of our complexion in the offices. You don't see them behind the desk at the mall, like as the salesperson, but you see them all in the mall, but they're the ones that's pushing the broom, or there's the security guards, stuff like that. So I see that. So are you saying that in Asia is somewhat parallel to what we see here in South America as far as that classism?
Yeah, pretty much. It's unfortunate, because what they did when they colonized the world was they gave all the resources to the people of the lighter complexion, and they said, okay, one of the social rules is only give access to people that are of a lighter hue. And that's why I said, man, Black Americans, we in this unique position now where we can go and invest in certain areas around the world and give people of our hue opportunities, because they really need them. Like if you're like the caste system is extremely rigid all around South Asia, you know what I'm saying? Or Asia in general, it is what it is. I mean, there are Asians our complexion, but you would never know it because they're not on TV. They don't put them. And I ask my girl all the time, I'd be like, why don't we ever see all these pretty, brown skinned Asians in ads, or, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And if they are in the ad, it's like a skin bleaching ad or something like that. So it's programming to the core, man. You gotta be careful out here. That's the one thing I do be worried about. And this is a little off subject, but when I do see like single moms coming out here with their Black children, and specifically Black daughters, I'll be like, you got to be real careful with that, especially if you don't have a man at the house to offset this type of social programming. You see what I'm saying? Like it's another type of social programming that they do. Boys, not so much, because boys is like, they want the boys to fight. You know what I'm saying? That's all they go. Boys just gonna fight it off. That's it. Boys, it's not the same element. But out here, if I had a daughter, you know what I'm saying, I would be like, listen, baby, you're beautiful. You have to reinstall that to her every day, because every day it's like whitenized programming basically out here. And bro, when I say there are so many beautiful brown-skinned Asians, you would be totally shocked. I'll give you an example, man, and I go ahead and shut up. But I had a friend of mine. When I left Thailand the first time, she was like white-skinned tiger, right? She was white-skinned. When I got back, she was like brown-skinned. I was like, yo, what the hell happened? I was like, yo, I was like, you look different. Your complexion changed. You like brown-skinned now. She was like, oh yeah, I just stopped bleaching. She was like, I just stopped. She's like, I'm down with it. I embrace my skin. She's like, fuck it. And I'm talking about when I say she went from white to damn near, I would say she's a shade lighter than me. Right?
Wow.
Still very pretty, very beautiful. But what comes with a lot of skin bleaching is, of course, a lot of health issues too. A lot of skin problems that they have. They take injections out here, everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? They go to the extreme. So, I mean, they be fully covered up and stuff like that. And, I even expressed to my girl, I was just like, look, you have a kid. They don't think they're gonna be bleaching their skin and nothing, because they're gonna come out a little mixed brown.
For real.
She was like, oh no. She's because the newer generation, I would say Thais maybe 30 and younger are kind of like moving away from that a little bit because of social media. Now you got Thai women on TikTok and Instagram. Their social media is blowing up because it's global beauty now. You see what I'm saying? And in the global beauty scale, the Brazilians and the interracial women are like at the top now. You see what I'm saying? So now you have this emergence of brown-skinned Thais with millions of followers on social media that are reshaping the beauty standard in Asia now.
That's a good point, a good way of putting it, man, in regards to the shifts that's taking place with this younger generation. And it's kind of funny that you would say a lot of this, because you're basically confirming a lot of what we're going to hear tonight on the videos. Throughout the videos in each one of these countries, the women are saying, I've embraced my color. I've embraced who I am. I'm no longer programmed. When I was younger. So they're going to tell about the bullying that they went through. And then also what you just mentioned, a lot of the women tonight that we're going to see are going to mention, when I was back in Thailand, I was looked up on like this, or when I was back in the Philippines, I was looked up on this way. But when I moved to America, everybody wanted me. So that's a great point that you made. Let's continue on with the video for right now. And shout out to all you guys that are here. Let's continue on right here. Let's move me and Aaron right here. And
I really think that they are like racist.
Oh, by the way, this young lady is talking about the racial issue in Thailand. Do you have anything that you want to say about that? She said that we're naturally raised like that. She said we think that we're joking, but we don't know what we're talking about. We don't realize we're hurting somebody's feelings.
100% true, bro. Like, they're not really racist. Like I say, what we're thinking about is totally different than what it is out here, right? It's more so like jokes they don't know is offensive or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not like setting up institutions where they hate black people and gatekeeping, or no, they think you're interesting for the most part. It's just a beauty standard and it's classism out here. But they will crack jokes like, they'll get mad at you, they'll call you a black monkey, but they got derogatory names for everybody, bro. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Like, they crack because they're xenophobic out here, meaning Thais, their people come first. They're up here. Then after that, it'll be other Asians, right? But they have derogatory terms towards everybody. But it's not like we hate niggers, we want to hang it. No, it's more so like, oh, you look like Chocolate Man, you black monkey or something. Like they say little shit like that. Like, they'll call us, so they call the dark skinned Thais black.
Right.
They call us Negroes. But like, I saw one content creator by the name of Global CZ, he was getting upset at people calling him Negroid because he felt like it's an offensive term, because we don't call each other Negroes no more. Negroes.
Right.
But to them, that's what they call us, because how do you separate black Thais from black people? You see what I'm saying? That's the way you separate it. You say, oh, she's black, but she's Thai. So they'll say, oh yeah, he's Negroid. But sometimes it can almost sound like nigga. But it's not like it.
With South America?
Yeah, it's more like like I say, the racism that we're thinking about, like the harshness that we're thinking about, we come from the most racialized country in the fucking planet, hands down, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
It's nowhere near. And I've been all over Thailand, bro. I've been all over, South America, Colombia, Brazil, and everything like that. Me personally, as a dark-skinned brother, I've never faced any outward, unless it was like other expats on some shit like that, like, white people or some shit, like Americans or Australians. But for the most part, it's nothing like, you would deem it in America, man. The good thing about being overseas is you get a break from that shit. You know what I'm saying? You get a break from it.
That's a good point. That's a real good point. Getting a break.
I mean, it's still in certain forms. Now, don't get me wrong, but it's just not like that violent, hardcore shit. We're the heavy metal of racism in America.
True.
This is more like alternative music. This is more like xenophobia, classism. It's just different forms of it, you know.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's more classism here in South America, as you well know, but ain't nobody getting lynched.
No, you will never get. Well, let me say you will never get, but you know, it's because I don't want to deny people who have not had certain incidents, right? Like, I'm not one of them people that is just naive because I don't want to believe in, you know, prejudice around the world. But at the same time, like I said, sometimes you can think that it's racism or prejudicism when it's really just you're a foreigner. I give you an example. It was a white guy that got denied entry to a club in Thailand. I don't know exactly what city he was in, but he got denied entry, right? And even though he was with a Thai girl, he got denied entry because he was non-Asian. You know what I'm saying? And he was all upset. He was like, "How can they do this?" And I'm like, yeah, welcome to the club. Like, I get it. Listen, if I go to a club and they be like, "Hey, no foreigners," I'm like, "All right, cool. I go across the street, no problem." You feel me? But they do have that out here. You know, it is what it is. You know,
just like
and the reason they do that a lot of times is it's two reasons they do that in some cases. One is because the foreigner is going to have more money than the local guys in that club. You see what I'm saying? So they feel like that's an unfair advantage. Number two is like, because of your uniqueness, whether you're black or white, you're going to attract those women. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to attract the top notch because they're like, "Oh, a black guy. I've never seen a black guy before. Hey, you know, how you doing? Oh, he got money too? Hey, you American? Oh, shit." You know, now you're getting all the girls and everything. So they do that too.
That's so true. That's so true. That's an excellent point. Man, you've been killing it tonight, man. Excellent points, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
Let's continue on with hearing what the young lady has to say.
Don't know what they're doing is racist.
In English, you say hot girl.
Well, now we got one Thai woman and one Philippine woman. The one with the straight hair is from the Philippines, and the one in the red is from Thailand.
In Thailand, we say ผู้หญิง sexy. In Philippines, we say maganda.
Dark skin in Thailand is unattractive. Awkward. Having white skin in Thailand is the beauty standard. In the majority of Asia, to be honest, having dark skin symbolizes that you're of a lower class and you probably work outside to earn your money. This is the reason why a lot of Thai women go full wacko jacko and powder their faces with God knows how much product to appear lighter, and this is also the reason why a lot of products in the shops that you buy, sun cream, moisturizers, have actual whitening agents inside them. The whiter you are, the richer you are, and the more respected you'll be by society, or something like that. Now, this brings me to the thing that I just don't understand. Thais want to be white. Everyone who's white wants to be tanned. Thais spend money on making themselves lighter. Westerners spend money on making themselves darker. Can't we just...
Right. That's the crazy part.
Be happy. I'm all for people doing what they want to be happy, and if that means bleaching your skin makes you happy, then go for it. It's just a crazy concept to me. It just proves that we always want what we can't have, and it ultimately stems down to what other people think, which is the last thing we should be caring about. Peace.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Now this is in Thailand, as you were describing earlier.
Mm-hmm. Dre, they got time darker than us, bro.
Wow.
Jet black.
With the fro.
Yep.
Love your imperfections, every anger. Tomorrow comes and goes before you.
What advice can you give for a guy coming to Thailand who wants to have a nice Thai girlfriend? What tip can you give? And your dream job, what is that?
I want to be.
Hello, Sadikap.
Hello, my name is Pinky. I am 19.
And where are you from in Thailand?
No.
But if you can choose somewhere to travel outside of Thailand, where do you like to go?
Chiang Mai.
It's Chiang Mai, yeah?
Yeah, I like Chiang Mai, but I never go there. Yeah.
once again, shout out to the ladies with the collarbones. I know you don't get a chance to see that often in the States because you got the big girls, big girls. But shout out to the collarbones.
Maybe
In the future.
I go, yeah.
And why you think you like Chiang Mai? What do you miss about south of Thailand?
About Thailand, I miss.
From your hometown, for example, the food, your family, like from south of Thailand.
I miss food.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I very miss when my mom cook. I mean, taste my mom when cook for me.
I get it. Do you like to party sometime here in Bangkok?
Not often, just sometime because I don't have free time. Yeah.
Now, let me, she said something before we go any further. I want to get your commentary on this. And I saw this earlier. And some of you guys in the chat, I want you to hear what you guys have to say. He asked her, do you party all the time? And she said, sometimes. I don't have time for that. One of the misconceptions that I noticed that guys have about women in Thailand, they sell it as if every woman in Thailand is partying all night long, is nonstop party, blah, blah, blah. That's how they sell it. But there are women that just live regular lives that say, hey, I'll go out every once in a while, but I don't have time to party like that. Is it? I want to hear what you have to say in regards to that statement I just made and what she just made.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely true. My girlfriend, she's a school teacher, and her friends, like their version of a party is going to what we call a beer park and drinking some beers or something like that and just chilling. They don't really do the clubs or anything like that. And I be hearing certain things, and I let people, internalize information the way they want to, because you can't tell brother shit. But I'm just seeing here like, Thailand has a whole, there's no culture that's a monolith, bro. Like you have a very conservative side of Thailand. You have a middle class side of Thailand. You know what I'm saying? Just because if you go to bars and walking the street and all that, you're going to get what you're going to get because you're in those areas. But if you're in Bangkok and Chiang Mai and everything like that, you move around a little bit, then that's when you'll start to see, average Thai people. You know what I'm saying? Thai's got money too. They got a middle class. They got professional. Like I said, my girl is basically like a college professor. You know what I'm saying? She has friends that are single. They don't never go out. They go work and they come home, bro. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. I mean, you have a lot. And the thing is, it's like, I guess guys want it easy because they feel like, oh, I attracted this girl and everything like that. But I'm just sitting here like, man, if you meet girls in these bars and nightclubs and shit on these streets, they just gonna be programmed a certain way. They have game, or they're gonna use game to try to extract resources from you. But if you go around and you just meet women that's in these, like in a professional manner that's working, because there's a very conservative side to Thai culture as well. Like Pattaya is not Thai culture, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's not traditional Thai culture at all. Pattaya is Pattaya. Not all of Pattaya, because Pattaya is a huge city. It's like me saying Miami. But but you can find a decent woman in Miami and Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in the wrong areas of Miami and Atlanta, then you're gonna get what you're gonna get. So yeah, man.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Great point. Yeah, I just want to kind of like address that, because it's the same thing here in South America, as you well know, that you have certain groups that party area, but then you have certain groups that are within Medellin or any other city that are conservative, that are business focused. They may go out everyone. For example, in Medellin, you got Colombians that never go to Parque Aries, but they'll go to other areas and have their fun, because that's where Colombianos go and have fun. But Parque Aries, they might go to park. So I know Colombians that have said, I've been to Parque Aries like maybe one time in a lifetime, and it was me and my boyfriend when we were like 19 or something. To whereas they sell it as if all the women in Medellin are in Parque Aries, and that's not necessarily true. Every weekend all the Colombian women go to Parque Aries, and there are a lot of women that's like, I'm not going down there. What for?
Facts. But you know what I noticed about women too, though? Like sometimes women like to see the entertainment too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they love to see the entertainment. Like like my girl and her little friend, I would consider them to be, you know, maybe nerdy or whatever you want to call them, but
I
they
think
like to
mine
see the
is.
bullshit too. You know what I'm saying? I took them down. So I took them down. So 6 one time, and they were just like, "Oh wow, this is crazy. You like this? This is where you be at." You know. So you have a little bit of that too, because at the end of the day, it's all entertainment. You know, it's adult entertainment fun. So
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
But Dre, real quick, I did want to respond to the guy in the previous video that you played that was saying about the Asian beauty standard. He's 100% right? But as a man, especially as a foreign man, because I don't want guys to think that, oh, I'm dark skinned or they're gonna think I'm a no. As a man, especially a man coming from a Western country, you break up that whole beauty standard, you know what I'm saying? It's classes, you break all that up, bro. Like that shit does not apply to you. And I think some of the sisters have an issue with that by not understanding that fully. Not to keep trying to throw them into the bus, but I see them a lot of them making response videos, and I see women saying that they don't like Thailand and all this and all that. And I'm like, yeah, it's a different world for you guys because we can date, and you guys primarily can't date. You see what I'm saying? Like that's just the truth. That's not nothing I'm making up or anything or trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I just want to, like I say, in that video, he's speaking basically on the women beauty standards for the most part, how they view women, and that's why women want white guys and all that shit too. But they also starting to want black guys, like black guys coming from the UK, coming from America, because they say, oh hell, you know, these guys got just as much, if not more, resources as the white guys do too. You see what I'm saying? Because you got military vets, you got IT guys, digital nomads, entrepreneurs, real estate guys, all throughout here. And so now they starting to see that, okay, these Black American men, they got resources, they can take care of me and I can take care of him. So a lot of times these women that come out here not understanding that, and they'll take it personal. But what they got to understand is, whereas they don't have competition in America like that for us. I mean, they do, but not as out here. The competition is 10x because of the Thai women. You see what I'm saying? Like Thai women, some of them, I'm gonna say a good percentage of them are really liking black men, and that's what it is. They don't care about your complexion. They don't care about none of it. They say, okay, you take care of me, and I'm gonna take care of you, and that's the end of the day.
There we go. Excellent. Let's continue on.
Cheesecake, apple pie, chocolate chip cookies, brownies.
Welcome to darker skin representation in Asia.
So when they run, does that mean they want them, or when they stay when they want them?
Yeah, they that's what they want. When they run, that's what they stay. Let's go back and watch it. Let's
okay,
check it out again.
In Bangkok?
Not often, just sometime because I don't have free time. Yeah.
Cheesecake.
White boys. Nope. Light skinned boys. Okay, there we go. They run when they don't want it, I guess.
Okay.
Apple pie, chocolate chip cookies,
and they ran on the Asian dude.
brownies.
They ain't going nowhere for the brothers. Like you just said.
Okay. I've always confused. I thought they was running to them. So they basically, when they stay, that's what they like.
Yeah, when they stay, that's when he said brownies or chocolate chip cookies.
Well, you know, like dark skin is kind of related to masculinity to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, we the total opposite of everything they represent. I'll give you an example. Like, you know, Indians have a strong caste system, right? They really on that dark skin, light skin stuff. But you'll see a little Indian dude is all frail and shit, maybe about 5'3" or something like that. Then he come that big chested brother with muscles with a full beard, dark skin, and they look Indian woman like this, like, oh shit. looking at him like, well, wait a minute, something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So we just run, and I know brothers be in Pattaya sometimes wondering like, what's up with all the stairs? The stairs are like, because it's like, you break the rules, bro. Like you just come in and you just imagine the game being set up, and the whole life you've been abiding by this cultural caste system game where I'm lesser than because I'm dark skinned, right? But then here you go, got a black man that's from America, the country you want to go to and make money in. And here comes a black American man from a popular culture who's just masculine, beard out. You know what I'm saying? Don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's your presence that they not only admire or envious, but they're a little intimidated by too. And if you talk to one day, they'll tell you. Just talk to them one day. Just say, hey, man, what's up with you staring at me, looking at me like that? Like, I was walking one day, man, the Indian man just looked at me like this. Like, he ain't know what to think. Like, because I'm just like, yeah, bro, like, yeah, we'll whoop your ass or we'll shake your hand. It's either or with us.
Right.
You know?
Good point.
So, yeah, see, because they used to white guys, they all feel like they got money and they tall and they this and they this and they that, old blonde hair, blue eyes. They worship that. But when you come in there smelling good, in shape, Dre, you know what I'm saying? Speaking the king's language, which is English, with the king's money, which is USD, or the British pound, wherever you from, you know, that changes that. And brothers, we talk about this all the time out here. We just be like, yeah, you gotta almost throw them off, you know?
Wow.
You know, so.
Welcome to Darker Skin Representation in Asia. Let's talk about Thai supermodel Yui, Thailand's first supermodel in the 1990s. She became the first Asian face of Chanel, as well as photographed by iconic photographers such as Herb Ritz, as well as making the cover of major magazines like Vogue. She grew up in the northeast part of Thailand, taking care of water buffalo. Unfortunately, being darker skin is considered low class in Asian culture.
Wow, she went from taking care of water buffalo to becoming a supermodel.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, Yui was discovered at a local noodle bar for her amazing beauty, and I'm very proud of her reputation for darker skin beauty in Thailand. What do you guys think?
Oh my God. Can I sing too? Yeah. Yours, mine, ours. I could do this for hours.
Hey, we on the way to number 2, Philippines. $27 with a baby face. 27. Man, these Asian women, they age backwards.
They do. That's 100% true. They be looking young as hell.
Yeah, man.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
I was about to go to bed, but I saw this comment and I kind of want to get into it. So basically, Philippines beauty standard is someone who has a very fair skin, someone who has a pointy nose, silky straight hair, the total opposite of me. Which is kind of confusing because we Filipinos are naturally tan and some of us are really, really dark. And it's very common for us to have curly hair and some of us even have afros. But why the fuck is our beauty standard the total opposite of what the natural ethnic beauty of a Filipino? And it all started when the Spain and America colonized our country, which created colorism, which is now a systemic issue. Because every single one of us developed some sort of colonial mentality where people who are tan or someone who have dark skin are below from everyone, and they look at us like we're some sort of slave and that we're ugly, so on and so forth. And the ones who have fair skin, the ones that have this Hispanic, Caucasian, Western beauty are like really, really beautiful, and that they're above from everyone else, and they have this like high social status. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the Philippines beauty standard is the byproduct of colonialism. And some of us are really eager or even desperate to whiten our skin and to make our nose a lot more smaller and pointy. And
let me ask you this, Aaron. Is it that common for the ladies to be out there bleaching themselves? Is it a percentage that you notice, or is it kind of like an offshoot?
So I think it's changing. Like I said, with the rise of social media and global dating, I guess you want to say, I think the youth are looking more, they're more on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube than they are on, you know what I'm saying, like traditional. Because if I turn on Thai TV right now, you will see nothing but super creamy white ties all throughout the TV, right? But a lot of the youth they're not on that, right? They're not watching those old soap opera TV shows like that.
Right.
You know, those are the older Asians. So all that's changing. And I've met Thai women and Cambodian women that don't bleach. I have met them. They have, but it's so hard for them to find certain products. I feel like if you want, who's going to text me? I feel like if you want to make some money in Southeast Asia, come up with a soap or some type of lotion or whatever beauty product you can for the darker skinned Asians. You probably make a bag, because like I say, that thought process is starting to change. I know a couple of Cambodian women that be like, they love their dark skin. They love their dark skin, and their skin is beautiful, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's changing, but I would say anyone upwards of 30 and above, that more likely they're gonna be bleaching. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
More likely they're gonna be bleaching, and they got they do injections here too. They do they go throughout. Like I say, most Asians in Southeast Asia are like a little goldish tan naturally. Most of them. So all the white ones you see in Thailand and Cambodia and everything, they basically bleaching, bro. They're not going outside. If they go outside, they fully covered up with the whole. If you see Richie Max on the golf courses, you see how the girls are dressed, right, with the hats.
Yeah,
they don't want to be in that sun. But at the same time, this sun is a little bit more intense out here, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I think we're close to the equator out here or something. But this sun will burn the hell out your ass. So even if you're black, you might need a little, suntan lotion here and there, man. If you want to be on the beach or by the pool or something like that.
Yeah, the screen. Yeah,
you might need a little sunscreen. They say you don't need it, but like I said, it will. If you got burn marks on your face and shit, you probably want to get some sunscreen.
True. Good point.
But yeah, man.
Dati sinasabi nila, black is beauty. Guys, ngayon, sa panahon ngayon, hindi na uso yung black is beauty.
In the Philippines, where you see all the girls use whitening products to make themselves white or fair. It's only when I came here in the United States where I really appreciate my tan skin. Because the ladies here in the United States, they want to have tan skin. Well, luckily, I have a natural skin tone. So I don't need a tan. Here's my brown skin, and I love it.
I think being tan, like Filipinas' natural tan skin, is beautiful.
For me, I love to tan. I love to lie down on the beach and sunbathe.
Crazy.
Even though people would
Crazy how
tell
you
me
see
like
these
not.
gorgeous women with these tans being shunned.
If I would know you did this show, I would have sent you some pictures of some Cambodians. You would have been like, what the? They look like Keisha from up the block, bro. Straight up. It just look Asian. It's just Asian. And we got black women that have Asian features in our communities that we know. So yeah, they look like them basically.
Wow.
To sunbathe because I will get darker. That is the point. I'm sunbathing. I want to get even more tan.
Man,
darker skin is not beautiful.
I've seen women out here, brother, that you would be like, what was that? Who was that? And they'd be like, oh, they're from Burnham. They from this city of Thailand where the darker people are. Drop dead gorgeous, bro. You ain't never seen a woman that look like this before in your life. Look like Pocahontas, but the Asian version. They just gorgeous, bro. They are just gorgeous, bro. They hide them though, man. You'll never know. And that's just why it's so funny to me when I hear guys online talking about how they don't think certain women are attractive. I just be like, bro, you ain't been out here. You just don't know because you ain't seen them.
True. That's a good point. That's a real good point.
I do not agree with this. As I grew up, I learned to just have the skin that I'm in and to just appreciate the beauty that I have. When I traveled to France, people really liked my skin color. They would always say that, ma'am, I wish I could get your tan. People just like what they don't have.
Embracing your natural beauty is a true testament that God doesn't make mistakes. The truth will
will set you free, so continue to live your truth and continue to be free. Passport Bros.
Beautiful.
Yeah, me?
Yes,
No.
you.
Ah, stop. No. Look at the baby. Ah, you're so cute.
Beautiful hair.
Thank you.
And face.
Yeah, you too. Sobrang gandang. I really love your skin. It's like morena, diba? Morena is so beautiful for me.
Yes.
So beautiful.
So beautiful. I'm
Yes.
proud to be
Morena. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. You should be very proud. Did you hear that, guys? She's very proud to be Morena.
So we're in the Philippines right now, guys. Just in case you wonder what country we're in the Philippines. We already did Thailand. We're in the Philippines right now.
Yeah, that's how they be looking right there, brother. Yep. The body to match.
Which is one of the many groups of Africans that migrated to many parts of Asia some 20,000 to 70,000 years ago. Now, Aidas are one of the Negrito tribes of the Philippines. They're called Negritos, which literally translates to little Negro or little black person.
Sorry if you don't mind if I told you Negro is a big one, then a taller one, then a Negrito. We call that Negrito.
They would love us there in the Philippines?
Because it's a thing there where if you're dark, then we don't want you. Get really dark, especially in the sun.
Well, to us, you have a Chris Caramel. Your skin is beautiful. Your skin is something that we seek after in our nation.
Well, in my nation, it's not.
So if we go there a little bit paler, those...
Yeah,
we gotta go to the Philippines.
Parece que hoy me gustas un poco más.
Okay.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? So nice to meet you. You said we should go and get a room. Got a sweet Asian chick, she gon' roll me. You know me. You know me. All my ladies. All my ladies, wind to the left, sway to the right, drop it down low and take it back high. Bitch, I don't need introduction. Follow my simple instructions.
Zai, nakaka-morena nga panit the red Zai. Ang tago siki Zai. Kikinaham na sa mga fam. Charis! Bitaw, that's a very expensive skin for foreigners. So, ayaw din yung tawag o siki. Ilabay, uda-ubi na yung mga whitening products. Kaya magpamatid ang mga afa makakita sa imong panit.
Girl, who remembers this? Who remembers this? Eto pa, another one.
These were actually television shows that she's mentioning that she grew up watching in the Philippines. It's crazy.
I cannot be the only one who remembers this kind of shows in the Philippines. Low-key, before, like in my childhood, that was their vibe. All the time, yung before, yung ugly version is the dark, curly-haired, o kaya naman laging nabubuli, tas always struggle. That was the representation I...
You know what's so crazy? This Philippine sister could pass for Afro-Colombian all day long.
Mm-hmm.
All day long.
have been seeing growing up, and honestly it didn't feel good. Low-key, I internalized it. Like growing up, I kind of believed inside of me that I'm not attractive enough. So I tried to tone it down. Like tinatry ko mag-blend in with my hair always nakatie, cause that's what everyone is saying. I compensated. Like I need to do well academically kasi nga physically I'm not attractive anymore.
All right, we're on our way to Cambodia.
Hi. So I just realized I've never actually done this. No one knows who I am. Everyone sees my TikToks. They have all their own assumptions, and that's cool. Hi, my name's Selena. I'm 22 years old, and I'm Asian. It's a very common misconception that people think I'm black, and that's because of my skin color, which is obvious. I am very dark. But I am Asian. I am Cambodian. Both of my parents are mainly Cambodian. My dad has some Chinese on his side, like grandparents and shit. And my mom is Thai. So I am Cambodian, Thai, and Chinese.
Wow.
If you know anything about Cambodia, it is very close to the equator. And the closer you are to the equator, the darker your skin's going to be. And that
Why would you say? Yep.
passes down through genealogy. So Cambodians are just very naturally dark. Like when I go out in the summer, I just get darker. I can feel myself getting darker. I like to joke. But yeah, I'm not black. I'm Asian. Nice to meet you.
Wherever I want, yeah, I do whatever I want. I'm counting up money for fun. You know, popping these perks.
I see you over there rocking.
Oh yeah.
I ain't mad at you, man. I'm feeling that beat too.
I like serious relationships, and
Okay, now Cambodia doing a little bit too much now.
Man, I was trying to keep it a little hidden gem for years, brother. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
Goodness gracious, Cambodia got them.
If Cambodia get their infrastructure a little bit better, man, they just you know got a lot going on over there, man. That's what keep people in Thailand for the most part. But if they can get that stuff together, oh man, it's not because of the lack of women. I say that.
All right.
Like I said, Joe, I could have sent you some pictures. If I would have known, I would send you some pictures, bro.
I kid you not, Aaron, man. Like I said, I thought about 3 people, and I was like, you know, I need to reach out to Aaron. But I was like, man, he might got a show, because I always watch a show, because you're doing them in the morning. And so I'm like, man, I got a show he doing. So let me go ahead and put this together.
Oh yeah.
And then when you popped up, I was like, oh, my dude.
Oh yeah.
Cause every time my boyfriend and I break up, my world is crushed and I'm all alone. The love bug crawls right back up and bites me.
I threw the party of the century. The people came over, no one else sober, and it was all for you. It was all for you. I've been under this rock for so long. Don't let the world in. Close the door, don't let the world in. It's going hiding again. Rekindle like flame, like my fire again. Oh, come light my fire again. I threw the party of the century. The people came over, no one else sober, and it was all for you. It was all for you. I threw the party of the century. The people came over, no one else sober, and it was all for you. It was all for you.
Why do some Cambodians look Blasian? Here's why. When people think of Asia, they mainly think of East Asia, countries like Japan, Korea, and China. However, the genetic makeup of Cambodians and other Southeast Asians to an extent is different from that. The East Asian look that many incorrectly apply to all of Asians primarily comes from Neolithic Yellow River farmers. Their ancestry is the dominant ancestry in East Asians, while in the Khmers, who are the main ethnic group of Cambodia, it is only at around 18%, and in Khmer of Thailand is at 0%. Majority of Khmer ancestry at 79% comes from Neolithic Southeast Asian farmers, who probably looked more similar to this.
You know what just hit me, man? Most of us never thought about the fact that Bruce Lee had a tan.
Oh yeah, he had a little tan on.
Bruce Lee was not a pale dude. Bruce Lee had a tan. And it just hit me like while they're talking about all this, that man, you know, I never thought about that until now that Bruce Lee had a tan.
Yeah, and if you go to Cambodia, I always recommend guys go to the what's it called? It's the museum in Phnom Penh. I don't know exactly the name. I think it's the museum of Phnom Penh, bro. You go to that museum and you're gonna see nothing but black people. Like you know your people, right? If you go in there, you're gonna be like, okay, these is black people. I'm for sure these is black people. They got the afros and everything, the muscles and everything. And I was with a girl, a Cambodian girl, and I was like, wait a minute, are those? She was just like, basically, we black. I was like, oh shit, okay. But it's one of the best museums you'll go to because they have artifacts. I'm talking about predating a lot. I'm talking about they go way back, bro, way back on their kingdoms. And all of like the picture you just saw, you'll see a lot of them with afros and everything like that. And they battles and everything. So it's really interesting, man. Like I like, I know some guys not into museums, but I actually enjoy going to museums and like Medellin. Yeah, I like them. I enjoy looking at the history because when you dive into history, you start to see some familiar faces.
Yes, sir.
It's like that's a bell pepper nose. Wait a minute, that's a 1970s Michael Jackson nose. Right. So you'll see. Hey man, the world is amazing, and once brothers venture outside of the states, you'll see a massive representation of ourselves all around the planet. I was in the mall one day talking to some chicks from Papua New Guinea.
Wow.
And I'm talking to them. They look like some sisters. And I'm just like, okay, well, y'all black too? She's like, but they didn't say they were black, but I'm just sitting here like, damn, y'all look like you could be my cousins or something. So we all around the planet, bro. You know what I'm saying? They just hide us. I think there's a black version of every ethnic group. I think it's a black version of some Europeans somewhere in Southern Europe somewhere. In Sicily or something like that. Like, bro, we all over the place, man.
Absolutely. That's an excellent point.
Mm-hmm. Look at that, bro.
Also, due to South,
got his afro and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Southeast Asian location, the population there didn't change skin color the same way the East Asian populations up north did in order to adapt to the climate. Hence, this is why some Cambodians may appear darker and almost Blasian. Less genetic influence from North Asian populations, and by remaining in the tropical climate.
Got a sweet Asian chick, she gon' know me. You know me. First off, have you ever fucked a rich nigga? Bitch, that nigga broke if he ain't playing with 6 figures. Never talking.
Those that just coming in, we are in Cambodia right now, so all these are Cambodian women you're looking at.
The bitch so he can get with a pussy and Shakira, keep back niggas dick figure. $4
Girl, your body banging. She only come outside on occasion. Why you single pretty as your face is? And your body banging. I was famous. Call your mama, I just gotta thank the one who raised you. You ain't got no man, these niggas playing, these bitches hate you. I don't care if you work out or you hopped on that table. Girl, your body special, and your face special. You already know that, but I just gotta tell you, I ain't trying to play with you, mama, let me Chanel you.
So what Asian are you?
You like Will Smith around the way.
La 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 la. I don't know what she was thinking, I know what I wanna see. Bust that pussy open, then I tell her bring it back. Bust that pussy open, then I tell her bring it back.
All right. We're looking at 6 countries tonight. Oh, go ahead, brother.
No. Well, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I was gonna say, you see how proud they are on social media?
Yeah.
You see why that dynamic is totally changing now? Like, you know, they showing their skin. They like, man, the hell with all that bleaching bullshit. You know. So.
And they don't feel like they're alone either, because social media, you know, they see one woman from Cambodia, and then they get a chance to say, hey, if she happy with her color, I could be happy with my color. And then now, you know, women are starting to showcase how they're happy with their complexion, their color from around the world now. They don't need mainstream media to dictate for them anymore. As you were saying earlier, they're not watching those telenovelas.
They're not watching them little soap operas with all the creamy white motherfuckers.
Right.
Like, it'd be like a little glow of cream everywhere. You'd be like, come on, man.
Stop it. Shout out my man Chill with Will. He said, salutations, Andrea, and brother Aaron, and chat fam. He said, had to travel back stateside for business. You know, Aaron, Will moved down here to Colombia, got him a home, bought a piece of property, doing great here. He said, this is a fire subject. He said, there are also Black Russians. We're going to get to those soon. I've been thinking about doing video in regards to the Black Europeans like Aaron was talking about. He said there were many during the Cold War. I did know that as well. We are everywhere. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's continue on with the video. Now we are in Vietnam.
Hi, ma'am. I'm Gibby.
She doesn't speak English.
I'm still Gibby.
I'm just sad as an Asian girl, specifically Southeast Asian, little darky girl. We don't blow up like the East Asian girls do. Like, I get it, like Korean, K-pop, like Douyin, makeup, all that stuff, like, yeah, like pop off, like you look beautiful. But like whenever like I try to like look cute, I would never go viral for just how I look. Like just looking like me, because no one thinks like this is like, even in Asian culture, like this is like not the standard. They're like, ew, monkey, get off. So every time I see an Asian baddie, a dark Southeast Asian baddie, I'm like, girl, you pop off. One of these days, there's gonna be a wave of Southeast Asian girls. We're just gonna take over the internet. But for now, we just gotta sit back and watch the East Asian light-skinned girls take over the world. Maybe one day I'll blow up for just looking pretty. That's a little delusional though. And people are like, what are you talking about? Like, there's so many Filipinas like that just blow up and they're beautiful and they're known because they're beautiful. I'm not Filipino. I'm talking about Laos, Thai, Cambodian, like Vietnamese. I'm talking about that Southeast Asian. Because the amount of times people are like, you look like Sav Palacio. I'm like, no, the fuck I don't. But thank you. I mean, she's beautiful, but I literally don't see the resemblance in the both of us.
You will be popular. You're gonna be popular.
Aaron, when they're in their home country, I don't date dark skin. As soon as they go to another country, will you marry me?
Yeah, see, and that's why a lot of women are available here. This is the thing about when I hear things on social media about, you know, them asking questions and everything, you know, do you like brothers? Do you like white guys or whatnot? I'm like, it's women available for every race out here. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're available, bro. They're available. But you also see how this could be an issue if you're bringing Black children to Asia and they, you know what I'm saying, in a school system. This is the thing I be trying to say. Like, if you're a single parent, like a mom, but it's so many other issues you're gonna have to face. Now, if you moving your whole entire family out here, it's because the dad can reinforce the beauty standards of your culture. But that's the issue I be having. I be like, man, make sure you really sit your daughter down and talk to her as a Black girl in Asia. Like, you got to really sit her down to let her know that, hey, these are their beauty standards, not ours. So that's what I'm saying. Because it's really strong here. Like it's really strong here, bro. Like it's everywhere. You know.
That's a good point. Let's continue on.
It's funny that you mentioned the brown thing, because Vietnamese people are dark as hell too. If you go to like Vietnam, they're dark. But also in that same concept, Vietnamese people do. Not everyone, obviously, but a lot of Vietnamese people do hate on the darker skin complexion.
Same thing with Latinos.
Yeah, it's
Same
like
thing.
while we're dark, it's actually they want us to be lighter. You know, like it just shows some kind of status. Like, oh, you don't have to work that hard because you have money and you have privilege, and that's what they want their kids to marry into, right?
Oh, that's interesting because for Latinos, and correct me if I'm wrong out there, it feels more like, oh, you have more European blood in you, so you're lighter skinned and you're not as indigenous. That's always rubbed me the wrong way, you know?
Yeah.
So to hear that it's it's like a status thing where it's like, oh yeah, you're not out in the sun. I guess that would make more sense, you know, like then, oh, you have more European blood, more conqueror blood in you. Like,
I mean, there's that too. There's people who think that too.
Okay.
I mean, it's not just one thing or another, right?
I just killed a man, she's my ally.
Shout out to Cambodia.
Reasons why you should date a Vietnamese girl like me.
I mean, Vietnam.
We love to keep the house clean and tidy so that you don't have to. I'll always make sure you're looked after whenever you're sick. I'll always make sure your stomach is full and you're empty.
Come on, Vietnam. They ain't ready for you, baby. They ain't ready for you, Vietnam. Come on now. Come on, Vietnam. They ain't ready for you. I'm hearing that. I got a question for you, Aaron. I got a good question for you. The right man to ask, man. I'm hearing Vietnam is the new hot spot. I know that it was the hot spot, but I'm hearing a lot of dudes are starting to venture off towards Vietnam. Their tourism is starting to grow. What is your commentary in regards to that?
Man, the Thai baht is just getting stronger and stronger. They trying to correct it, but yeah, like we're not, as Americans or Westerners, we're not really used to. I mean, we're used to inflation, of course, but we're not used to the currency being so drastically different. You know what I'm saying? So if something costs $100, now it costs $150 because of the exchange rate. So a lot of people are going to Vietnam where just the food and the cost of living is cheaper. So yeah, that's definitely like people are going to Vietnam, a lot now. You know, I think the Thais, they're trying to their national something, they're trying to correct it. They say it's because of so much banking fraud or something is the reason the Thai baht is so strong, but they're trying to correct it to regain tourism again. Because it is, I mean, tourism has dropped a lot out here.
I've seen videos where the ladies like were waitresses, or they'll go to a hotel or they'll go to a restaurant and there is no customers. Some hotels close, you know, they just some restaurants close in the middle of the day because they know that there are no customers coming through. I've been noticing that lately on social media.
I was on Walking Street, was it maybe like maybe a week ago, two. I haven't been on Walking Street in so long, months. So I happened to just go to Walking Street and go to like one of the most popular clubs on Walking Street, and that bad boy was empty. On like a Friday night or Thursday night, it was just nobody up in there. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I said, oh yeah, the things is changing now, and tourism is important to Thailand. You know, it's important to their GDP. So yeah.
You know, I can
and you
feel
know,
that.
like I say, Vietnam. If Cambodia could get it together, they would be because Cambodia is nice, man. You know, it just need more infrastructure. But like I said, it's not for the lack of women, that's for sure. So yeah, man, you know, that tourism is a big thing out here. You know, it's a big thing out here.
Yeah,
man.
I can see that.
You know,
I love.
You know what, though, Andre? It's funny because people always try to make me compare it. Like, I love that show that you and Richie did. It was a classic live, the battle. I love that. But truth be told, man, I've loved every country that I've lived in, bro. Like, it's not a country I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Certain aspects about that country, even the DR, which is probably will be on last on my list. I still like spending time in the Dominican Republic too. Like just being in the Caribbean in general. You know, I had asked Travelversity, what my last little, we did like kind of like a mini podcast, as you want to call it. And I asked him, like, what country do you feel like Black Americans could if we wanted to leave the States, what country could we go to? He mentioned Africa. I haven't been to Africa. I was like, okay, that's cool. But I also like the Caribbean too. You know, I like Southeast Asia too. So,
right.
You know, I think it's more about being a global citizen and maybe being together more so on like maybe a social media platform or something like that. Maybe, you know, just outside of the bullshit Facebook group, because there's no monetary value in being in Facebook groups. But if we just kind of could still connect, still exchange information with each other, like how Richie said he might want to go to Colombia or something, like that's more of the space I've been preaching the last few years, is more so being a global citizen in general. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm gonna go to Colombia for 3 months this year, or I'm gonna spend 9 months in Thailand. I got a property in Thailand. I got a property in Rio. I think that's where the true freedom lies, is being like a global citizen and having different passports, different bank accounts, different properties around the world. I think that's the ultimate power.
True. For many of us, freedom, true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
True
freedom.
I mean?
Because I mean, just think about it for a second. You in the States one day, and some government agency or some, you know, somebody piss you off. We just be looking at them like, you gonna do what now? You gonna sue me? Oh, okay. I'll be right back.
Or like right now, Aaron, the government shutdown that's going on in the States that a lot of people are stressing out about, and the fact that the Medicare premiums are going up. They're saying that the government shutdown is supposed to last past Thanksgiving.
Damn.
So these people are struggling already. I was just watching the headline. The amount of people that have gone to the bank over the last couple of days and asked for an extension on their mortgage, and on at least a 2-month extension on their mortgage and a 2-month extension on their car notes. And these are government workers. And you know, if it impacts the government workers, it impacts the restaurants and the hospitality industry, because people ain't got no money to be going to no strip clubs or no regular clubs. They ain't got no money to fly to Disney. They don't have any money for Black Friday. And so it's crazy how things are going on in the States. So when you were mentioning global opportunities and to put yourself in a position to take advantage of them, because situations like this, government shutdowns, do take place quite often in the United States. And to actually, you know, like for you and I to be on the outside looking in, I ain't gonna lie, man, it feels good. It feels good not to be impacted by our government swinging and swaying and playing games with your life as if you don't matter. And you and I on the outside of, just like when January 6th hit, you and I were out of the country. When COVID hit, for the most part, you and I were out of the country. It's because we're taking advantage of these global opportunities, and not just, I like how you put it, not just visiting these countries, but becoming global citizens of these countries by way of, I'll spend 6 months here, a year there, maybe 2 years here, maybe another 6 months there. And that's the beauty of it all. That's the beauty of it all.
Most definitely. It was a brother. It was like, I think it was a TikTok. You might have saw it or not, that he took his dad for like his dad was in his 60s or something, took him to a healthcare checkup in like a Thai hospital. And the joint was $138, bro. The same thing would have cost $1,600 in the States.
Dang.
You see what I'm saying? So even if you got to pay up front some cases and still have global health insurance, you still come out better here than you would in America, bro. You mean to tell me that the same exact thing that this guy got, he got all types of blood work done. I just recently did some blood work. That shit was like, I think it was like $60, bro. That shit would have cost me $700 in America.
I know that feeling.
So it's like, come on, man. Like, you winning, bro. You winning, man. And plane tickets are going down now. Wow. I think they got direct flights from like LA to Thailand now. Even though I can take a direct flight, it had to be, I had to break that plane trip up. It's too far.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
Like I did that. I didn't do it last time, but I know 13 hours is just too long on a goddamn plane. But it's just so many different opportunities, man. You know, like I say, you can't buy necessarily land, but you can lease land out here. But you can buy land in South America. You know what I mean? You can get healthcare out. You can get your healthcare out here. You know, you can fly. You can just move around a little bit better. You can educate your kids in international school here in Thailand, send them to college in America. It's like a global. Once you start to exchange, and then we just talking about those. We're not talking about the dating aspects of it. Oh, that's open up a whole nother can of worms. You know what I mean? Like, bro, my man DJ P said he was dating in Chicago. And I don't know why he dated in Chicago, but he said he was told a woman that, you know, he go to Brazil and she got mad. I'm like, yeah, of course she gonna get mad, bro. You speak Portuguese, of course. It's like, bro, when that's the most power any man can ever have is being a global citizen and speaking multiple languages with multiple passports, with multiple properties, with multiple bank accounts. You're damn near unstoppable, bro. So
that is so true, man. So true. Excellent commentary. I knew I got the right man up here.
And I know you want to find as a things. Asking me about settling down. Cause you know that things are going my way. You so motherfucking sexy, bitch. Yeah. You so motherfucking sexy, bitch. I know.
Are the Asian Atlanta baddies okay? Story time. I had dinner with a girl I met on TikTok the other day. She was giving me a debrief of her friend group. They all happen to just be Vietnamese girls. And the stories, the ways that my jaw dropped, I'm just shook. Please confirm or deny this. The Vietnamese baddies are supporting the men. We're talking about buying.
Now she lives in the A, and she's saying the Vietnamese women are sponsoring the man to keep a man in the A.
Men cars, picking up the bill, not small bills like $1,000 bills, paying for their vacations. They don't even have to pay rent. I don't know what coolly these girlies be doing, but we are not supporting the men. But if I was a man, I would move myself to Atlanta right now because you will be taken care of.
But I've heard that about, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, A. I've heard that about many sisters in the A. It's so competitive to find a good man in the A. I not just heard, I've actually been to the A. And I was at a friend of mine, he was having a cookout, and there was a bunch of us brothers just sitting around. And a couple of the brothers that were there, the women were the breadwinners for the most part. And I'm talking about these women lived in, you know, the 5-bedroom, really nice home, baby mansion, and they just needed them a man. And once they got a man, they were like, listen, you ain't got to really do nothing. Keep your money in your pocket. I don't need your money. I just need you to be my man. Just be my man.
You know, so the funny thing is, Atlanta dudes be having money. They be talking about them mixtape rapper dudes. You know what I mean? Like, they be talking about, they be on that romance roller coaster with the little street dudes and the off and on rappers and the scammers who's like, hey, baby, I got you. Like, get this next deal. You know, they be on that type of shit. That's that young under 25 little stuff you're talking about. If you a grown ass man in Atlanta, man, you probably got some property. Like, I'm telling you, man, Atlanta dudes have emerged to be more like guys from up north now. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes be having like brothers be having their bread, bro. Like, we be having little trust funds that we be in and all types of stuff like that. So
there you go.
Brothers be having money, but I don't know, man. That be, you know, that under 25 little mixtape rapper bullshit.
Okay.
You know?
Thank you for the clarity.
Yeah, man.
She was giving me the tea on girls' night. And my version of girls' night is I buy myself 2 drinks max and somebody else is paying for the bill after that. Their version of girl night is they are spending at least $1,000 a night on the most bougie restaurant once a weekend, every weekend. Baby, that's $4,000 a month. The girl math is not mathing for me. 3, they love being girl bosses. You know what? I respect the hustle. Be a girl boss. I'm a retired girl boss. But y'all be working every single day. When I tell you they work hard, play hard, they really do. But you can't pay me to work 7 days a week. There's just no way. I'm not doing it. All I have to say is, I hope those friendships never find me.
We are Vietnamese, the Southeast Asian nation with the most beautiful.
And then Dash was looking at that phone, boy.
Just a little random spiel. My biggest
Definitely look at that phone. So that skit was real.
Bro,
they will check out that phone.
Hey, the competition's stiff out here, man. The competition's stiff. Hey, women, one thing about these women out here, man, they will steal a man in a heartbeat, brother. Or try to. They'll try to.
We are Vietnamese, the Southeast Asian nation with the most beautiful culture.
Just a little random spiel. My biggest pet peeve since moving.
I would have swore this was a sister from around the way. I would have never thought this sister was Vietnamese.
She like my cousin or something.
Right.
To where I moved to in California is that the Vietnamese population looks at me, or like anytime I go to a Vietnamese restaurant, I'll be ordering in Vietnamese or speaking Vietnamese, and then they'll just look at me and then they'll be like, "Oh, xin lỗi, tưởng mày thì là Mỹ đen." And I'm like, "That's okay. Không có sao. Can I just get my food, please?" And then they're like, "Mày thì là Việt Nam à?" Yes, tôi thì là Việt Nam. Oh, tại sao ngói á mày giống mà người Mỹ đen vậy? Can I just get my food?
Oh, heck no! No! Those girls are all boobs and no brains. I'm too busy in a library reading books with dust on them. Oh, psh.
I'm in her recent search on Instagram, like, what you watching for? She mad, her nigga dropped the bag. He like, gonna shake it. It's about damn time. I'ma need a sentimental. And I'm in the pump beat. Walking in my Balenciennes, trying to pick out the fat bill. Cause I give a fuck way too much. I'ma need like 2 shots in my cup. When I get up, when I get down.
Reasons to have not one, but 2 wives. We cook and clean. You get 2 pairs of hands for a full body massage. Bored of one? Have the other. Or both.
Are Asian accents sexy?
No. No.
You think that like if you were to fuck like a Viet girl and she goes that's not hot to you?
That is not an accent, first of all. That's a noise. That's not noise, you racist. Like, say something like in Vietnamese that you would say.
That is Vietnamese.
That sounds like you're just moaning.
No, it is Vietnamese.
What the fuck? What does it
Vietnamese.
mean?
It's like, oh my god.
What the?
Wow.
I like pretty bitches. Pretty bitches like me too. She a mad hoe.
I'm a Vietnamese wife. Of course I give my husband the best dessert. Here you go, honey.
What's that?
Just eat it.
When other Asian people hear me talk, they be like, oh yeah, she hangs around a lot of black people. But if I start talking like this, hey honey, what you doing today? Wanna go shopping, go to the movie? Then they think I'm one of them. When in actuality, I'm just as Asian as y'all. I drink bobo tea and eat pho too. I'm just a little fucking ratchet.
Twin. Where have you been? Nobody knows me like you do. Nobody gonna love me quite like you. Can't.
Oh, you are already falling in love with me.
I'm gonna make you wish you were dead. Poor guy.
All right, we got 2 more to go. That's it. Now we're in the brown Southeast, and we already Southeast Asia or India. We've been to Thailand, we've been to the Philippines, we've been to Cambodia, we've been to Vietnam. Now we're in southern India.
Are you Indian and black? Why you sound like one of us? So I'm full-blood Indian. Both my parents are from India, but I was born and raised here in Georgia, in Atlanta, so maybe that's why I talk like this.
Colorism is the hate of dark skin. Within South Asia, it derives from both anti-blackness and the caste system. Anti-blackness is something that has affected the whole world in every single community. Colorism has stemmed from anti-blackness. Being a Tamil woman, a dark-skinned South Asian woman, I didn't see any representation that represented that part of me. Just seeing also just black women embrace themselves and love themselves in a way that I've never seen anyone from my communities do, that like actually embrace their dark skin. I felt like that was really inspiring.
I'll never show you that it's sisters that are dark like this in India, unless you are like maybe in Europe somewhere. That's where I saw sisters like this, but I never saw them on television, not sisters like this from India.
तुझे मुझसे मिलाया है, तुझ पे मर के ही तो
But I lasted 10 rounds like a freak, like a G.
They men make guard heavy, bro.
What you say?
I said that their men, they make guard heavy, like super heavy.
Yeah.
Like, you might have an issue walking around with one of them. And I've dated Indian women too in the States, you know, so they on some other shit right there.
Yeah, the man's super insecure. I did know that.
Yeah, they be made guard heavy. You know, I was telling this incident. It's funny, man, because I was walking and I saw a Middle Eastern looking man not attacking, but more like scolding what I thought was a black woman. And she was ethnically black, but I'm looking and I'm like, hey, you know, because he's about to walk off on her. I'm like, whoa. And she looked at me like I was crazy. And I'm like, oh, okay, you want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, you one of them.
Right,
okay, my
right.
bad. So it's like, that opens up your eyes. Like, okay, even though she might look like me ethnically, she's still technically one of them, you know? So that's a whole nother world right there. That's a whole nother world.
I can imagine.
Like arranged marriages, honor killings. I mean, it's a whole nother aspect. And if the women do date black men, they are extremely rebellious, man. And she really loves you because she's going against not only her family, she's going against her culture.
Wow.
These are beautiful black-skinned Indians, but why doesn't Bollywood cast black people in their movies? Bollywood does not even cast dark-skinned Indians in most of its movies. Sadly, not surprising, Africans don't appear in Bollywood movies, when Bollywood doesn't even represent the reality of India, which is a country filled with millions of dark-skinned people. Does this mean that Bollywood is racist? Let us know your thoughts in the comment below.
I want to admit something really embarrassing right now. Whenever I wear my hair curly like this, people just don't know what race I am. And when I was younger, the way that used to fuck my head, I was like, yes, like I look like a Brazilian baddie. But now, these days, I'm like, no girl, I'm Thummer. Like I am South Indian and proud. People are like disappointed when I tell them I'm Indian. Like, babe, for what? Where y'all think your spices are coming from? Where y'all think your clothing is coming from? All your favorite gems and precious stones, like where is everything coming from? The motherland, babe. Everybody and every place has something so special to offer. But the negative connotation with Indians, I will never stop fighting against that shit.
So what's your type? Do you like Indian boys or not?
I haven't really been with.
So what do you normally go for? What type of guys?
The thing is, the guys that approach me are mainly black. And so it's always kind of like whoever, like, you know, fights for me.
Fights for you?
Yeah, obviously, it's a fight. Like, you need to.
So would you?
You're
So
really handsome.
me?
You're very handsome.
But you,
I've never really like. I don't think Indians think I'm Indian, so I don't think they ever go for me.
wow.
Stop and breathe, darling, please. Punjabi queen, so what can me?
100%. 100%.
Was there a point of time in your life when you thought that I need to bleach my skin or whiten my skin?
Yeah, I thought many times.
No, Indians were not supposed to be fairer. India receives more than 250 sunny days. So vitamin D is directly absorbed by skin, hence more melanin content, hence the darker skin.
There was time when I was a teenage girl, I could see people girls who were fairer than me, they were treated in a different way. You could see the school teachers or everyone is like, oh, she's so cute, she's so pretty. So that time we feel, okay, I want to be that person.
Big opportunities in the game. In the next life, I'm trying to stay paid. When I die, I put my money in it.
Would the Sharma sisters have been casted in Bollywood or in any other form of Indian media? The answer is unfortunately no, which is why it's such a huge deal that they were casted in Bridgerton. The Sharma sisters would have been considered too dark to be casted in any Bollywood film. For example, Deepika right here is casted as a dusky actress, and so was Priyanka. And essentially, dusky means dark, and kind of the darkest most Bollywood casters will go. India has colorism because it is a post-colonial country. Lighter skin and proximity to whiteness is associated with wealth, economic mobility, more protection, and in the modern day, even fame. There's this huge belief still that is totally not true that dark skin is deemed as undesirable and that less people will watch a film or enjoy a film if they cast dark actresses. Which is why Bridgerton is so huge and really shows people that just because an actress is dark, it doesn't mean she is any less beautiful or less talented.
I think one thing I'll never understand is how the majority of my hate comments come from North Indians, especially North Indian men. Like, I don't get it. I mean, I do. But what do you get for being so anti-black and colorist?
That's the crazy part. They gatekeep these women, but they don't want these women. That's the crazy part I don't get. The northern guys will gatekeep these women from them being happy with somebody else, yet they don't want to marry them.
Mm-hmm. It's a strange culture, my man. Like I've walked past some and they look at me, kind of scold, they eye at me, and I look at their skin, they Wesley Snipes complexion. I'm just like, bro, what are you confused about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you hating over here? But they're hating on, I guess, the rebellious nature of being black, being American. Because if you look in some of the Middle Eastern countries and you see the blacks there, they would be deemed to know their place per se. They probably where we were in the late 1800s. You see what I'm saying? And now we're way past that type of mentality to where we're loud, black, and proud, and that just disrupts their social programming to a certain degree. Like I said, we're bigger, taller. It's aesthetically maybe even look better, smell better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I've dated, like I said, I've dated Indian women before. Indian woman told me if her people found out, they probably would, murder her and shit. I'm like, it's not that serious. So yeah, it's like that, man. They like that for real.
Wow.
Like I say before, you got a whole niche on YouTube of Indian women disowning their entire culture to be with black men, bro. That's like a whole little small, you know what I'm saying? A whole little niche section because they're black. They're black people. They might not be African, Black American in the culture, but they're still highly melanated people, bro. Highly melanated people. So
that's a great point.
Yeah.
Don't get it.
Most days, I don't feel beautiful because this is the South Asian beauty standard you grew up with. Dark skin, frizzy hair, and of course I think all these women are beautiful. But when I search South Indian actresses, this is still what I see. These are the women we see in our movies. Aishwarya Rai is regarded as the most beautiful Indian, and I love her, but very little about her actually looks Indian. And like Deepika, she's considered dusky or dark skinned. Like, how is this dark skinned average Indian?
Bitch, I'm the bar. Alien superstar.
A lot of people don't know that. Tatiana Ali, she's Indian father and black mother.
Whip, whip. Too classy for this world. Forever I'm that girl.
A lot of people don't know that Chili, her father is Indian from Guyana, and her mother is black. And that's what Chili gets her hair. And I've seen her in her Southern Indian garb dancing. And she quite often visits Guyana. You got Nicki Minaj. Her father is Indian, and her I forget the island that her mom is from.
Hey, Trinidad or something, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Trinidad. Yep, her mother's from Trinidad, but her father is Indian.
Got an Indian nose.
Yep. What you about to say?
No, I said she got an Indian nose. When I look at Nikki, I'm like, okay, now she do got that little Indian nose.
Yeah, she
got
does.
that Gandhi nose.
Yeah. Melanie Falona. She's Indian father.
Oh, I remember her. You going back now? You showing our age now, bro.
Come on, we showing our age with Melanie.
Uh-huh.
She could sing and she was fine.
Corn is the uniform you put on. Eyes on you when you perform. Eyes on I when I put on.
All right, last country we're going to tonight is Malaysian women. Malaysia, let's bring that back. Let's bring that back, Malaysia. What you doing to these people? These dudes ain't ready for this. Stop it. They are serious in Malaysia. They are serious contenders. They are not coming to play in Malaysia. Dang. Woo. I ain't mad at them.
What are you doing? Gotta keep the tan up. It's not a skin color, it's a lifestyle, Brian. So you wouldn't know that because you're white as a ghost. You're haunting this house with your whiteness, Brian.
So real talk, tea time in this household is so sacred. This may be a biased opinion, but my mother makes the best tea ever, and I am gonna make her show you today. Hi. Ma, you've tasted my tea before, right? Is it good? Okay.
Okay. Come on, Malaysia. Really? This is what we doing? Is this what we doing, Malaysia? They bringing them out.
Tak payah lah ikut. Kau tu dah testing.
Kau testing tu. Tak payah lah tu. Sebab kau sedikit. Kau tak pandai fashion.
Take away your things and go. Can't take back what you said. Oh no.
Do you know about the Batek people?
They are indigenous to Malaysia and are one of the many Negrito tribes in Southeast Asia. The Batek people live in Malaysia's rainforest, and they are part of the Orang Asli group known as the original people, but they call themselves Batekte, meaning forest people. They are nomadic hunters and gatherers and move their settlements around to live sustainably off the land. They have a unique way of life. They don't believe in private land ownership, and everything belongs to the forest.
I didn't know you had that kind of speed. How'd you do it?
I don't know, I just...
Okay, Malaysia.
How I do it? I'm fast and you're slow. That's how I did it.
Hitam lah, gelap. Why do people hate dark skin so much? I've been seeing these comments pop up on my videos recently. People just leaving these one-word comments insulting my skin. The thing is, I'm not insulted because I love my dark brown skin. I love all skin tones and textures. We're good here. But the issue discussion hari ni is, kenapa? Why do people dislike dark skin so much? Dah 34 tahun, I still don't understand. Kicap. Like, did you guys know my beloved favorite soy sauce is now also a slur against dark-skinned people in Malaysia? Apa? Pening tak faham? Bro, a baby's skin color is determined by genetics. Your genes determine how much melanin or eumelanin your baby will produce, which will determine their skin color, not your ketchup consumption. Just a little fun fact. So, let's get real. This never-ending obsession with light skin equals good and dark skin equals bad has to end. Masa sudah time is 2025, let's go. But masalahnya, every single time I go to a pharmacy, the number of products that are made to whiten and lighten our skin just keeps increasing. From lightening feminine washes to whitening deodorants, we're still really far from becoming a society that isn't determined to scrub our darkness away.
I can't lie, my mama made some fine shit. Bitch rolling here too hard, can't tell the time, bitch.
She look like a regular sister from around the way.
நடுவினிலோ தெருவினில் மித வெயிலினில் இத வெளிச்சத்தில் மழை வருமென தருமென அண்டத்தின் எண்ணம் என்னென்ன என்ன நீ அமைத்திடும் வீட்டுக்குள்ள பூச்செடிகளின் பூக்களை வெள்ள சுருள் முடியுடன் இரு மகன்களை இறைவாளன்
அப்புறம் எப்போ ஓகே சொல்வ
கொஞ்சம் அப்படி போய் உட்காருயா
அப்படி போய் உட்கார்ந்தா ஓகே சொல்லுவியா பட் கொஞ்சம் ஃப்ராடு பொய் சொல்லுவேன் நடிப்பேன்
பரவாயில்ல எனக்கு கல்யாணம் பண்ணிக்கோ அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணிக்கோ இப்படின்ற அப்படின்ற மூச்சு வாங்குதா
ஆமா
யூ நீட் a doctor
நோ உன்னால தான் மூச்சு வாங்குது
தாவணி போட்ட மைனா என்ன மயக்குறியே மாச்சு மாமா சைட் அடிக்க உன்னை பிடிக்க காதலிக்க தாவணி போட்ட மைனா என்ன மயக்குறியே நீ குயினா
கொண்டல் வண்ணனே கோவலனாய் வெண்ணை உண்டவாயன் என் உள்ளம் கவர்ந்தானே கொண்டல் வண்ணனே கோவலனாய் வெண்ணை உண்டவாயன் என் உள்ளம் கவர்ந்தானே அண்ட குனனி அரங்கனின் அமுதினை கண்கள் கண்கள் மற்றுண்டினை காணாவே.
Now we're about to do a quick recap, and you guys can vote on who you think is the winner. We got right now. We got.
Oh, so yeah. I know of her. She's around the corner.
Right. See, and this one of the females that dudes was talking about. Oh, that's a lady boy.
No. She has a black boyfriend.
She wasn't. Go ahead, Aaron.
No, I'm saying she has a brother. That's a boyfriend. You see her out and about.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I've seen her with the brother on some of her clips.
Yeah, but Dre, my phone about to go dead, brother. I just cast my vote real quick.
Go
and
ahead.
Say my closing thoughts. For me, it's like a toss up between Thailand and Cambodia. That would be, Cambodia definitely got them, but I think the Thais might be a little bit more on the thicker side. So it's like the Cambodians got the complexion, the exoticness, the Thai women. From what I've seen, they got more of the body parts that most bros like. But I will say in closing, man, if people are familiar with the book, The Iceman's Inheritance, it talks about all of this on colonization and how we've never understood the amount of intellectual violence that they committed, as well as physical violence. So what they did was when they colonized these countries, they left over a system, because in the reality, all these countries are still on the tit, so to say, of these Western colonizer countries. Basically, like they get certain benefits like military technology, weapons, money, resources from their still former colonized governments. And one of the systems that they left in place was caste systems. You see what I'm saying? They left the caste system. They said, hey, if we're going to share resources with you, right? If we're going to keep you in line, keep the power structure in line, even though we're not technically controlling you, we're going to leave our caste system, meaning that you have to discriminate against your darker brother.
Right.
And they did that all over the planet, basically, where they left. Even in places where they didn't technically colonize, but they modernized, if that makes any sense. That's a whole different story, because people always say Thailand never got colonized. They didn't get colonized, but they got modernized. You see what I'm saying? Meaning you got English signs and everything here, English language spoken here. So even though they didn't get colonized, the countries next door definitely got colonized. You see what I'm saying? Like it's like a whole little system that they left over, and it's basically a caste system that the Europeans left all around the world to benefit their mixed mulatto children, basically.
True.
So yeah, but that's it. It's nothing personal, guys. It's nothing like you should hold your head down low or anything. A lot of it doesn't apply to us anyway, because our nationality trumps our ethnicity in most cases. So that's all I want to say, man. Andre, great show, bro. Can't wait to do it again, brother.
Oh yeah, man. Thank you for being the guest on here, man. And like I said, as soon as I put it together, you were one of the first people I thought about, and so I'm glad that my thoughts came to pass in regards to you being able to come on the show, man. You've been doing an excellent job when it comes to your interviews, the information that you share. Man, you taking this, man, this Passport Bro movement, and just from a small statement to websites to Facebook to other platforms, as well as to the apps, man, we appreciate all that you do, man. We really do.
Oh, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, man. You as well represent us well, man. Like we trying to show people that there's a different side to black men. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like we're not a monolith. It's okay for guys to be pookies and hey, they can do them, but you also have intelligent black men representing as well, man.
And shout out to Richie Mack showing up at the last minute.
Shout out, man. Zoom. Shout out, my man. Zoom.
Right? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Right. Peace, brother.
Yes, sir. You have a blessed one. All right, let's get the voting going, gentlemen. Shout out to our brother Aaron once again for being here this evening. And let's get the voting going now that Richie want to show up at the last minute. Let's get the voting going. Okay, so right now we're in Thailand doing a recap. We're doing a recap right now.
I live it how I get it. Come the motherfucking digits. I pull it with a lemon. Not 'cause she ain't living.
All right, second country is the Philippines. Third country is Cambodia that we're looking at right now.
pussy open, then I tell her bring it back. Bust that pussy.
I'm in her recent search on
Now
Instagram.
we're in Vietnam. We're in Vietnam.
Like, what you watching for? She mad. Her nigga dropped the bag. He like, gonna shake that.
Now we're in southern India. And now we're in Malaysia.
அது இன்னும் எனக்கே டவுட்.
All right, now let me know what you guys have to say. Who's your number one? Who's your number two? Who's your number three? Let's get them votes in, gentlemen. Let's get those votes in. Okay, let's see what we're looking at right now. He say South. Oh, okay. I'm dipping the conversation. My bad. He said Malaysia was tight. Yes, sir. Tight 4. Yes, sir. He say for Malaysia's number 4. Yes, sir. Shout out to BMT. Definitely. Okay, we got Vietnam. All right, we got a 1 for Vietnam. Let's see what else we got on the votes. Thailand and Vietnam. So we got 2 for Vietnam. Let me go ahead and write this down. Don't even play, Dre. Thailand. Let's do it like this. Okay, cool. So far, I've seen 1 for Thailand. I've seen 2 for Vietnam. I see a shout out for Richie. Let's see what you guys have to say. He said a Cambodian ticket starting a 500 round trip. There we go, fellas. Okay, we got 1 for Cambodia. We got 2 for Cambodia and another 1 for Vietnam. Vietnam doing it. Yeah, we're taking that. I should have did a poll. Yeah, I should have thought about that earlier. We got Vietnam. We got Thailand. And we got the Philippines. We got Cambodia and the Philippines. I mean, Cambodia and Vietnam. Vietnam killing it. We got shout out to my man Law Dog in the building. We've got Law Dog said Thailand, Philippines, and Vietnam. Vietnam is off to the races. Let's see, Malaysia. Malaysia did kill it. Cambodia and Thailand. All right, we got Cambodia, another one for Cambodia. Uh-oh, Cambodia trying to catch up with Vietnam. Okay, we got Southern India, Cambodia, who's passed up. Oh, thought Cambodia passed up Vietnam, but it's Vietnam so thus far. We got another one for India. I would have put the poll up, but it's too late now. Malaysia get 1 more, and Cambodia gets another one. Cambodia gets another one, and Thailand. Cambodia, Thailand, and Southern Asia. We got another one for Cambodia. Cambodia running off to the races. We got, of course, we knew Ronan was going to say Philippines, but he hit the Cambodia too. Looks like Cambodia. We got DJ Dean with the Cambodia and Thailand. We got Charles with Vietnam and Cambodia and India. And then Nazarene is Cambodia. Yeah, Cambodia won. Yeah, it looks like a landslide. Looks like a landslide. India, Malaysia, and Philippines. And looks like I got all the votes. Oh, we got another one. Shout out to my man Karan in the building. 313 boys in the building. He says Cambodia and the Philippines. We got Vietnam and we got Malaysia. We got Cambodia. Cambodia is just, that's it. Thailand and Malaysia from my man Jay Kaysen. I mean, Thailand and Malaysia. And he said, I'm loyal to Colombia. That's all I need to know. Shout out to Colombia. Jess said this. He said Malaysia, Thailand, and Cambodia. And we got Cambodia once again. And it looks like I got, Black Chairman in the building. Shout out to Black Chairman with Cambodia, Vietnam, and Philippines. Let's see. Rob says, Cambodia, please. And my man Jaquez in the building with the Philippines, Cambodia, Vietnam, and then Malaysia. Gabriel says Vietnam and Cambodia. Cambodia is off to the races. Cambodia's got like 30. Yeah, about 25 votes already. Off to the races. We got Big Brother says Thailand, hands down. Esco is saying we didn't even talk about the fact that 3 major ethnicities of Malay, Chinese. I didn't have time for everybody. Yeah, I didn't have time for everybody. So I agree with you on that. DJ says Cambodia. International Quiet Storm says Cambodia, Singapore, Indonesia, and then we put Vietnam. We'll get to Singapore and Indonesia on the next one. Big Ben says Thailand, please. And that says this, the Afro-Philippines. Yes, sir. Indian and Vietnam. And then he said the Dark Ties and Cambodia. My brother says India. I think you already voted. Looks like we got all the voting out of the way. MBS says a lot of Cambodians are in Seattle. I didn't know that. And Volek in the building. Shout out to you, Volek. He said this Cambodian. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. We got Southeast Asia. He said, I just can't. We got one more. David Dice says Cambodia. Cambodia is leading with about 40 votes. So I think I already got Esco down. So we're done with the votes. And so number 1 is Cambodia with about 40 votes. And then number 2 is Vietnam with about 15 votes. Then the third one is almost like a tie between the third one is Philippines and Thailand. And then I would say the second to last would be Southeast Asian, the Indian women. And the last one you guys chose with only 7 votes is Malaysia. So the winner is Cambodia. Cambodia got the hottest chocolates. Chocolates, Cambodia. So shout out to Cambodia. We're going to give Cambodia another round. We're going to watch Cambodia one more time. Let's see what this is. This one is. That's Philippines. So the next one is, let's go here. She's the end of the Philippines.
Because that's what everyone is saying. I compensated. Like I need to do well academically kasi nga physically I'm not attractive anymore.
Cambodia. Cambodia.
Hi. So I just realized I've never actually done this. No one knows who I am. Everyone sees my TikToks. They have all their own assumptions, and that's cool. Hi, my name's Selena. I'm 22 years old, and I'm Asian. It's a very common misconception that people think I'm black, and that's because of my skin color, which is obvious. I am very dark. But I am Asian. I am Cambodian. Both of my parents are mainly Cambodian. My dad has some Chinese on his side, like grandparents and shit. And my mom is Thai. So I am Cambodian, Thai, and Chinese.
All right.
If you know anything about Cambodia, it is very close to the equator. And the closer you are to the equator, the darker your skin's going to be. And that passes down to genealogy. So Cambodians are just very naturally dark. Like when I go out in the summer, I just get darker. I can feel myself getting darker. I like to joke. But yeah, I'm not black. I'm Asian. Nice to meet you.
Wherever I want, yeah, I do whatever I want. I'm kind of the money for fun, you know.
I like serious relationships, and a girl like me don't stay single for long. Cause every time my boyfriend and I break up, my world is crushed and I'm all alone. The love bug crawls right back up and bites me.
I threw the party of the century. The people came over, no one else sober, and it was all for you. It was all for you. I've been under this rock for so long. Don't let the world win. Close the door, don't let the world in. Let's go and hiding again. Rekindle our flame, light my fire again. Oh, come light my fire again. I threw the party of the century. The people came over, no one else sober, and it was all for you. It was all for you. I threw the party of the century. The people came over, no one else sober, and it was all for you. It was all for you.
Why do some Cambodians look Blasian? Here's why. When people think of Asia, they mainly think of East Asia, countries like Japan, Korea, and China. However, the genetic makeup of Cambodians and other Southeast Asians to an extent is different from that. The East Asian look that many incorrectly apply to all of Asians primarily comes from Neolithic Yellow River farmers. Their ancestry is the dominant ancestry in East Asians, while in the Khmers, who are the main ethnic group of Cambodia, it is only at around 18%, and in Khmer of Thailand is at 0%. Majority of Khmer ancestry at 79% comes from Neolithic Southeast Asian farmers, who probably looked more similar to this. Also, due to Southeast Asian location, the population there didn't change skin color the same way the East Asian populations up north did in order to adapt to the climate. Hence, this is why some Cambodians may appear darker and almost Blasian, as they experienced less genetic influence from North Asian populations and by remaining in the tropical climate.
Got a sweet Asian chick, she gon' love me. You know me, you know me.
First off, have you ever fucked a rich nigga? Bitch, that nigga broke if he ain't playing with 6 figures. Never talking to the bitch so he can get with her. Pussy insecure, keep asking if his dick bigger. $4 just.
Girl, your body banging. She only come outside on occasion. Why you single pretty as your face is? And your body banging. I thought you was famous. Call your mama, I just gotta thank the one who raised you. You ain't got no man, these niggas playing, these bitches hate you. I don't care if you work out or you hopped on that table. Girl, your body special, and your face special. You already know that, but I just gotta tell you, I ain't trying to play with you, mama, let me Chanel you.
So what Asian are you?
La 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 la.
I don't know what she was thinking, I know what I wanna see. Bust that pussy open, then I tell her bring it back. Bust that pussy open, then I tell her bring it back.
Shout out to the winner. Shout out to the winner, which was Malaysia. Which was Cambodia. Sorry, gentlemen. All right, guys. I won't keep you long. Let's do an outro, and I'll be seeing you guys mañana. Thank you guys for hanging around. Thank you guys for the support of the channel. Cash App, Super Chats, PayPal, as well as just having some fun tonight and just watching some beautiful women and getting our vote in, man. I'm glad that we had a good time on this live stream. Make sure you guys go check out our brother Chaos Reigns. Make sure you support his channel and his stream that he has coming up as well. He dropped a link for you guys to check that out. But let's get ready to do the outro. Have some fun with the new outro that I showcased yesterday. Going to show it again today. Let's get started.
Vamos a bailar. Ranchera, vamos a bailar. Ay, la sala está llena de gente, cuerpos sudorosos acá. La pista está hirviendo, pero te destaca, mamá, brillando como una estrella. Mira qué bonita está. Escucha el coro, mamita, que te voy a dar. Sandunguera, ranchera, vamos a bailar, vamos a bailar. Ranchera, vamos a bailar. Ay, siempre un paso para adelante, después un paso para atrás. Ahora te suelto, mamita, muévete con el ritmo que va. Sandunguera, te estoy llamando, mira qué bonita estás. Escucha el coro de nuevo, que te voy a dar. Sandunguera, sandunguera, ranchera, vamos a bailar. Vamos a bailar, vamos a gozar. Sandunguera, ranchera, vamos a bailar. Ay, sandunguera linda, vamos a bailar tú y yo. Ay, qué sabroso. Vamos a bailar, mi nena linda, vamos a gozar. Vamos a gozar. Muévete, sandunguera, vamos a guarachar. Ay, repítelo. Vamos a bailar, mi nena linda, vamos a gozar. Ay, vamos a guarachar, mamá. Sandunguera, vamos a guarachar. Oye, mira, mami, vamos a gozar, vamos a bailar. Vamos a gozar. Juntos tú y yo en la pista, mami. Vamos a guarachar. Ahora vamos a gozar. Ay, esa cosa que me hiciste, mami, me gustó. Vamos a guarachar. Muévete bien, chiquita. Vamos a gozar. Mueve tu cuerpo y tu cinturita. Vamos a guarachar. Oye, el ritmo te está llamando ahora. Vamos a gozar. Este ritmo es para guarachar, señora. Vamos a guarachar. Ay, camina con el mambo ahí. Vamos a gozar. Si mamá guerrera, oye, no. rico está, qué rico. Palo, guaraguara,